Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become happier and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations.
Good evening, my explorers, and welcome. A brand new Thursday evening with which we can soar through the sky, soar through that which there is to soar through. My name is Leslie Tanner, and we are buckled up, hopefully, for a very exciting explorations. Chock full schedule. That's right, we were made partner. Also, we're being visited by Civic TV. Yeah, on top of that, we've got one of the greatest themes that I've ever even thought of tonight, an Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. How are you all doing? Namaste to you, my explorers. It is wonderful to be with you. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the program with which we explore the universe to both inside and out to unlock and unleash the power within. How's everyone doing? Right Too Real, hitting me with that subscription already. How long's it been, Right? How long has it been? And can we say that we have seen your life transform? Namaste, already a hype train. And Jason Melton, old, dear friend, Jason Melton, streamer in his own right. Guys, can we get a shout out for Jason Melton, please? Guys, everyone, please follow Jason Melton. Pond Scum hitting with that sob. Namaste to you, Pond Scum. Blessings to you. Wonderful to be with you. It's wonderful. It is. It's been too long, hasn't it? Namaste. Rob hitting with that single bit, and I am thankful for that as well. You might think that I am not, but I am thankful for every single thing that you could give me like that, and that is another one for sure that I'm thankful for. Blessings to you, Rob. Namaste. Namaste to all of you. It's wonderful to. It's been too long. It might seem like I'm coming in hot. It might seem like I am filled with energy tonight. Filled with the universe, filled with that namaste energy. And it might seem like that because it's true, because it's goddamn true. Pardon my French. Because it's true, though. It's been, since Saturday, since Infatuations on Saturday, since I've seen you and been with you and been able to show you further ways to unlock the true power within and reach the next level that we are constantly moving toward, constantly stalking like a predator stalks a prey. Communal vision coming in from Mary Lou. Hey, Les, you look like shit. Also, happy birthday, dumbass. I don't know what you're fucking talking about. A, I look great. B, it's not my birthday. Did you hit your head, Mary? I don't know. Do you have that thing where, like, where having a kid kind of takes too much blood from your brain, you end up retarded or something? Of course, I'm joking. Namaste to you, Mary Lou Jane. Thank you for the wishes, blessings. Namaste. And Larry Picklejar coming in with a communal vision as well. Blessings to you. Happy birthday, Leslie. You look like shit. Also, just kind of repeating that. Kind of just taking that one thing that somebody said and repeating it. Like a toddler learning a new language. Thank you so much, Larry Picklejar. Really appreciate that. Blessings to you. Call Me Al also coming in with a communal vision. We are very lucky to be receiving so many visions so early in the stream. Really setting the tone for the community. You can't call me Al. Happy birthday, Leslie. Once again, not my birthday. I don't know where this information came from. Not even close to accurate. Mary Lou, well, I don't know. Mary Lou, where did you get this information? Another communal vision. Can't wait to read this from Call Me Al. You look okay. Thanks so much, Call Me Al. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. I'm just getting off a bout of keto, if you could believe that. A bout of keto. I've been eating keto. That's right. I've been inflicting the ketogenic diet on my body to explore new dimensions and avenues and layers of a very personal, miserable hell. And it's been I don't know if it's paid off. I wouldn't go as far as to say that, but it's been interesting. Are we birthday brothers? Right. Mr. Cowboy, now that's as good as a bit. That's as good as any bit donation that anybody could give me. Namaste to you. Don't have any money for bits, but you look great. Thank you so much. You know, that's bits for here and bits for here for me. I'm gonna hold on to that. I'm gonna let that boost me right now. I'm gonna let that boost me. I'm gonna let that while I'm being attacked by these jackals who want to claim that they know my birthday, who want to claim that I look like shit, and flying in the face of observable, objective reality. I look great. I look terrific. I've been eating like a lion for the past couple days. But instead of a lion, I go to the grocery store. Instead of eating, stalking my prey and eating it, I go ahead and I go to the grocery store and I get that food from the grocery store. Now, so I can tell myself that when I pick up that package of chicken, I can tell myself, ooh, just like a lion. That's what I can do. I can get a package of 2 chicken breasts for $5.53 approximately at my local butcher in the grocery store. I pick it up and I raise my upper lip and I growled myself, just like a lion. Then I put it in my basket and then I put it in the oven when I get home. Yes, indeed we do. Namaste to you. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie, and I'm the host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the program with which we explore the universe both inside and out to unlock and unleash the true power within. Now, let's go at Pond Scum hitting that sub. I thought didn't you hit a sub? This is gifting a sub. This is gifting a sub to Hoffman. Namaste to you. Very generous of you. Extremely generous of you. Another gifted sub. Blessings to you, Pond Scum. Blessings to you. Barely 2 legs. Welcome to the community, by the way. Welcome. I didn't miss that. You didn't slip by me. You didn't slip in the door undetected. I saw you. Namaste to you and blessings to you and yours this spring season. The season of the rascal's boner. Now, as we get into tonight, namaste. Oh, there is no chat box. Why is that? Let's figure it out why. I don't know. Let's find out. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see if we can I mean, there it is. See if that fixes us, huh? No. Well, hopefully it comes back. There it is. Ha, ha, ha. 101 bits. Namaste. Oh, well, we got 101 bits. What is that even? Oh, that's nothing. You just were generous. Namaste to you, Larry Picklejar. Blessings to Larry Picklejar on this night of nights. And ROB for the 2 single bits in a row. And another single bit from Larry Picklejar. Namaste to you. Blessings to you. Very happy to receive your change. Yes, I will sing and dance for my dinner, but not just my dinner, not just my supper, the supper of the entire community, because as I eat, you all eat. As I drink, you all drink. Through the fount of wisdom, the universe has sort of animated through me. I am a vessel for the universal wisdom that the universe wishes to share. Namaste. It is not good. The wisdom is there to be seen, to be heard, to be felt, to be embodied by those who have the bravery to see the truth and that the truth is bad. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am one of those people in history who have been able to walk up to the plate, see exactly what's going on, and share it. And share it we will tonight. Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Blessings to you. That chat, I don't know what's going on with the chat. Maybe it'll come back. Maybe it won't. I've tried to fix it. I don't know what's going on with it. Namaste. But blessings to you, Christopher Miller in the YouTube sphere. Also to Home Slices in YouTube land. Welcome to you and all the Twitch brothers and sisters. Namaste to you on this evening. This is a special exploration. As I said, I cannot wait to bring our guest up. It will just be in a matter of moments. Let's see, where is it? Yep, there he is. We'll pull you in just a second, Civic. But just to get through some business, a little couple announcements, I'm going to plant a seed for the theme, but also I want to tell you that, yes, the cabal that threatened to kill us, that threatened to assassinate us, the organization, at least part of which, wants to bury us in the sand, wants to take us and wipe our light from the face of the internet. Yes, that cabal has granted us the status of Twitch partner, ladies and gentlemen. Twitch partner has been granted to not just me, not just the program, but the community of Explorations. Namaste. There's a cabal after us. Yes, Hoffman. Namaste. Yes, there is. Absolutely there is. We got a taste of it by having our stream shut off midstream a couple weeks ago. And I think it was 2 weeks to this day. 2 weeks to this day we were seeing. And then not 2 weeks later, they came up to us, emailed me with their tail between their legs, and offered Twitch partner. Namaste. And all the trappings, the trappings that go with that status. Lord knows there are many. Lord knows, I think there's a popcorn machine in the partner area at TwitchCon. I heard Larry Picklejar, congrats on making partner, Leslie. You look like shit. Interesting. Well, that's that acerbic projection from Larry Picklejar. Once again, sort of unhappy with himself and therefore sort of putting that on the outside world. I think he used to criticize my jawline. Excuse me? Maybe we could double check that jawline, Larry? Wow, who's got the jawline that's a little soft and a little invisible? Maybe not me. Who else could it be? Maybe Larry? Communal vision. They say becoming a partner can change you. Leslie, will you change? Jessica Bears. Listen, I will change as the universe changes me. I am but a node. I am but a node experiencing the what there is to experience of being a node. Now, that being said, will the whores of Twitch will they lead me astray? Does Twitch.tv have a light that is even comparable to that which we harness every stream? No. As I am a vessel for the universe, Twitch is a vessel for the message, for our work together at Explorations. Now, this is exactly the relationship. I made it very clear in an email. I'm like, listen, you tell that office full of dogs and whores that yeah, okay, I'll agree to be partner. Sure, I'll agree to be partner, but you can bet you bet your asses up there. I said that too. I said asses. I did not pull a punch. I said asses. I did. I said that. I really did. I know that's kind of crazy that somebody would say that to them, but I did, and I'm proud of it. And I said, so you bet your asses that we're going to be singing and dancing to my tune from here on out. and they didn't reply. Not a single reply. But message received, I'd imagine, in the office. I'd imagine not a lot of people talk to them, have the courage to talk to them like that. And I'm not afraid to do that. I'll do it again, should the situation arise. Namaste. Now, to plant seeds for tonight's theme, to plant seeds for tonight's theme, you can see it. Hype Train, namaste at level 3. Blessings to all of us for achieving such a high level Hype Train. Blessings. Now, with now, tonight's theme, you can see it on the bottom of the bottom of the screen, underneath the video player. Oh, whoops. Let's go ahead and try that again. 1, 2, 3, let's repress. Tonight, I'm gonna explore repression a little bit later. Its uses, its importance. I'm going to argue in a little bit that the mind is a repressive tool primarily. And because of that, we will treat it as such. We will not act like repression is to be pathologized. We're not to act like repression is an immoral thing, that you are worth less because you brutally repress your life. No. We are going to harness the power of our minds, as we do every stream. And tonight we're putting another very important tool in our tool belts, and that is the act of repression. Now, this should not be foreign to many of you. I've had extensive conversations with several of you. You're very repressed people. So, in a sense, this should be like riding a bike. Learning to control it in an advanced manner, that's a different situation. But I know some pros are in the chat as we speak. Jenna Maddock, girl. I would imagine Cherish. Let's see who else. Orchestar, you mentioned in Discord that you have some repression. Listen, I'm telling you, this is a powerful tool for powerful people tonight. So this is a very exciting night tonight. I fight for them. Namaste, and thank you so much for the subscription. Namaste to you and blessings to you. I fight for them. Blessings. I fight for you. I don't know if anybody's done that joke with your username yet, but if not, I liked it. I like that I said that. I did. And guys, without further ado, though, we're going to be celebrating a little bit, partner stuff. We're going to be diving into repression. But listen, all that nonsense is nowhere near as important right now because we need to bring our guest on the screen. Now, you know him. If you follow me on twitch.tv, you most likely follow this knucklehead. He's a committed explorer, been a part of the program for years at this point. And honestly, it's been nothing short of a treat to watch his life transform both personally and professionally. Every time I check in with one of his streams, every time I see what he's up to, it's another level, the next level, the next level. He's achieving things that were not even imaginable on the outset of his time here at Explorations. But we're going to bring him on screen, we're going to have some fun, and explore exactly what he's up to and how the program has transformed his life. Please, everyone, welcome me. Everybody, hold on. 3, 2, 1. Everyone, join me in welcoming to the screen Civic TV 83. Turn your thing on.
Namaste, Leslie.
Namaste to you, my friend. Nice. See, we got things that don't make sense on the screen.
Namaste to you, explorers.
Namaste to you. You look wonderful, by the way, Civic. Blessings to you on this evening of evenings. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well, Leslie. How are you, Leslie? How are you?
Civic, that you asked me is such an honor, such a privilege to be just even near you, able to converse with you for any extended period of time. And my friend, I would have to answer that question. I'm doing wonderfully. I'm first of all, I'm streaming with the community, having an exploration of explorations, and secondly, I'm with you right now. I'm with you, and you look amazing. This is so funny. You're wearing.
How embarrassing!
This
You
is
know,
so embarrassing. You look. You
When you show
look
up
like me.
wearing the same shirt. Let's get this straight, okay? I look like myself. You look like me, Leslie.
No, that's not. That's not
In
true.
fact, let's get this clear. Let's sort it out so it's less confusing for everyone. I'm Leslie. You're other Leslie.
Listen, I was so excited to speak to you, but I feel as if you're challenging me right now. Are you challenging me?
No, Leslie, I'm here to say congratulations and show my appreciation. And also, there can be only one.
All right. So are we goofing or is this real? Are we challenging each other?
Name the time and place, and I'll be there.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to start this way, but I will. I will start this way. I'm not afraid to start this way with you, Civic. I'm not afraid to bend you over my knee and give you a raw butt spanking.
I feel like that will bring me to the next level of explorations.
You're goddamn right.
The program that I pioneered with you folks at home here on twitch.tv.
Namaste to you. Well, listen to me right now. Let's first of all, listen. I know I don't get jokes. So it feels like a real challenge.
It's true.
I'm going to accept that for what it is. We'll deal with it continually. How about we just check in if it's time to fight yet?
Yeah, we'll schedule it. We'll, I'll have my people talk to your people.
Okay.
We'll get on
Okay, good. Yeah,
Google
we'll check it about
calendar. And we'll figure it out. Yeah.
Now,
For
what
now,
I want, now, okay, we'll check in with that. Because I'm not going to back down to that. A little sip of my Diet Coke. Now let's compartmentalize that for a moment. And now, I do just want to say you look great. I do like this look on you.
Thank you, Leslie. Much appreciated. I wouldn't be able to come in front of these good people here today looking like I do without the confidence that has been instilled in me by the program. The program works.
Something off about you tonight. Well, let's just kind of converse and let's see what happens.
Sure.
Now, Civic TV 83, famed streamer, entertainer, graphic, whiz on the screen, collector of VHS. Now, welcome to the program. How are you just feeling in terms of mood tonight? In terms of how Civic is feeling physically, emotionally, where are you at?
I'm feeling fully erect.
Fully erect.
And I want the people at twitch.tv to know that. They're partially responsible for this.
Twitch made you hard?
For giving you partner, Leslie. Congratulations. Truly, congratulations.
Yes, indeed. Now that
amazing.
guy, when I read that, I was erect, but it was like a sort of ancient erection, a sort of ancient rage and sexual arousal at the same time, because I knew I was conversing in that email. I was conversing with the enemy, at least to some degree. They
like
threatened to
walking
kill us
into
a couple weeks ago.
The dragon's cave and emerging unscathed. It is truly a blessing.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I suppose so.
Now you get half a cent extra on every ad, right? That's
what
the
was
deal.
that?
You get half a cent extra on every ad. Is that what?
Yeah, I know. I can't wait. I turned the ads on for this stream, and let's see how it goes.
Right.
Let's see, dude. I never had ads on. And then they said,
Yeah, I mean-
listen, you dance for us a little bit, we'll give you something. I'm like, okay, I'll give it a try. I'll give that a try. And we're seeing how it goes. Do you know how, like, what actual percentage, do you run ads?
No, I don't at all, actually. People who run ads are scum. That's, yeah.
Well, I'm doing it. So we'll see how it goes for
Yeah,
tonight's
no,
stream.
you mentioned that. Right.
We'll see how it goes for tonight. If it's anything even close to affiliate, if it's anything close to affiliate, absolutely not doing it. Simply, it was like amounting to like $3 for a month or something like that.
Yeah, that's.
And it causes, how much spiritual, like, decay.
And you don't want to mix your brand, People come here looking for spiritual help from the guru, and then they find a DoorDash ad, and it's like, it confuses them. Should I order food? Should I repress? What should I do?
Well, you know what's
how do I
funny?
unlock?
That thought had occurred to me. I was like, what kind of, because the community and guiding them is first and foremost, as far as I'm concerned. But I told some of my inner circle, the community of devoted light, and I told some of them, I've got this dilemma. I threw it to them to see what they thought. And you know what they said to me?
They said, get that money, baby.
They said, Leslie, if I could, how many commercials is it? And I said, it's probably about 4 commercials. And they said,
that matters.
I wish I could watch 8. I wish I could watch 16. I wish I could watch 17. I wish I could continually watch these commercials and for betterment of the community.
You need to get yourself a sponsorship. Then it's essentially like they're watching a commercial the entire time they're watching your stream. That's the way to be, right there.
I would gladly do that. I think the only one that I've seen is from Stream Elements. It's like the only one that would work is like HelloFresh. They give you like $100 and you have to like finger your ass with like little carrots they send you in the mail or something. It's unsightly. Have you seen those?
Mention HelloFresh favorably every 15 minutes, and you too can get a sandwich.
Banner. It's got to be in the title of the stream. It's got to be in the about section. You got to mention it every now and again. You get extra points for cooking the food.
I was talking with a streamer who is sponsored by a few different places, and they were telling me that they have to tweet things out on a certain schedule. They have to like post, a quota of social media posts to maintain the sponsorship. It seems like a lot.
Sounds like, it doesn't seem feasible unless you get to unless you get to a level of like acclaim that you could just kind of say whatever they want, read the copy and then just bail. Because when you gotta start like letting it take over
Hassan
your
level.
social media. Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
How much
Yeah.
is he getting paid? Did he say?
No, they didn't say. But we don't talk about, specifics when it comes to money here. It's, there's enough for everyone to eat. So,
Who's
take
we
advantage
in that
of these
sentence
animals
right now.
Oh, the internet superstars like yourself and myself,
Right.
big names that get triple digits in the viewers. Hey, look at that. That's something.
Right. Triple digits.
Pat yourself.
Triple digis.
I'll pat myself on the back to pat you on the back. How about that?
Right.
I'm like your voodoo
That's
doll
fun.
tonight.
Now I feel like we're joking. So like when you first came on with this outfit and you said I thought it was a joke, and then it felt like, then you kind of turned on it and it felt like you were attacking me, that you were sort of challenging me to like become me or something like that.
Well, there's room for 2 Leslies, as long as people accept me into their heart as another Leslie. Or did that maybe water down the brand too much? Just, show up at my channel and subscribe to me with Prime.
Okay, namaste. Yeah, so guys, quick shout out for. Let's get a little shout out for Civic TV 83. Can we get a shout out in the chat, please? We need to get some shout outs in the chat for Civic TV 83 right now. Now,
really, Leslie, how hard would it be? Like, how fucking tough would it be if you showed up to a challenge with like 5 guys dressed exactly like you, and you just, had the Leslie fucking crew out there working the streets for you, dude? Taking back the alleys, keeping the streets safe. It's the uniform.
it wouldn't be difficult. Because we would enter it. If we were taking back the streets, which I'd imagine might be necessary at some point, depending on our communities. But it'd be a mind game. I think we'd be significantly more effective than those autistic men who copy what's his name, Moist Critical.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What do they call them? Moisties?
Moisties or Charlies or something? Moist Charles?
Munches.
Something like that. Yeah. Something in that realm. I think the Leslies would probably be much more effective, I'd imagine, especially if you kind of dropped this
Leslies.
challenge, which I still feel is one. If you would do that and become maybe my maybe like the general or something.
I think we could parlay that into some sort of, armistice, some sort of organized ceasefire between us. It's for the people. It's really best for the people that we lead one unified front out there onto the battlefield. For the hearts and minds.
I think so. Okay. I feel as if the challenge is dying down. We'll revisit it again a little later just to double check, but I do feel good about where we're at right now. Now,
Peacemaker, politician, all in one. Right here. Leslie Tanner, folks.
Namaste to you, Civic TV 83. Blessings to you. Now, listen, one thing that we have in common, and we've never explicitly talked about it at any kind of length in our personal conversations, and that is our affinity for VHS tapes. Now, I'm an amateur, or when it comes to collecting my own tapes. I got a smattering. I usually get them for my own purposes, largely for the program, to meet the needs of the program. Now, so I've got a handful, and I just have a couple questions about the VHS situation over there. Now, first of all,
Sure.
what was do you remember when you sought out on this journey of beginning your very extensive VHS tape collection? When did that begin for you?
I'm a child of the VHS era. I grew up with tapes under my pillow and sleep on tapes. I would have my tapes nearby when I was taking a bath. But it's really, it came back around. Like, for a lot of people, the VHS collection went away. I got older, decided, I'm no spring chicken. Okay, folks. I'm not one of these hip young YouTubers you've been watching on the TikTok.
Nope.
I've got some years on me. So it came back around for me. And I was in the middle of nowhere, went to a Goodwill because there was nothing to do, right? And found some of the most bizarre tapes you could ever imagine.
So you
brought those home. It just played on me. It's like, what else is out there that I'm missing? That's just sitting on the shelves out there.
So you got out there when the getting was good. Back then when there was still plenty of really special shit. Maybe, almost 10 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
Now, do you remember a couple of the first tapes that you saw that you were like, what the hey is this?
How to Run a Successful Garage Sale with Phyllis Diller. Highly recommend it. How to run
a successful garage sale with Phyllis Diller. That sounds like
it's money-making stuff
heater.
right there. Yeah.
Lots
stuff like that. The Mexican copy of Santos contra la Magia Negro that I have. Just that type of stuff just played on me. I'm like, man, what am I missing out there? You know?
Can you say
gotta get
that?
those hot
What was that
takes.
again? Santos, that whole thing?
Santos contra la Magia Negro. Santo versus the Black Magic.
Interesting. Okay,
Basically.
and what
Yes.
and what exactly is that?
That is a luchador movie where he challenges witches. It's a masked Mexican wrestler taking on the supernatural, and I love it. It's so good. It's so good.
That sounds like a that again sounds like a heater. Also, it reminds me of how good it used to be to go look for VHS tapes in a thrift store. And now, I've been in a more urban environment, and it's a little more dried up over here.
See, you got to take back the streets. I'm telling you, get those, busters who are pulling all your VHS off the shelves, break their thumbs, tell them you mean business. Just take back the streets.
I go into a thrift store especially on a weekend during the day. I'm taking my time, enjoying my weekend day.
Do you
Maybe
go
on
to the
Saturday.
chain thrifts or like a local mom and pop thrift, or you go to a Goodwill or a? What do you like to go to?
The one around me the actually nice one is called Unique.
Yeah, that sounds unique.
Like it sounds a unique thrift store, has the best stuff. They still got VCRs. They still got like stereo cabinets. They still got an assortment of tapes. But honestly, in pretty much all of the thrift stores around me, there's only the bigger ones around, and they're all kind of like. I haven't found like a genuine heater in a thrift store in a long time. Let me see.
Yeah, you got to go to the places where some sort of mental illness is involved. I like this place not far from me, and I live in sort of the boonies. I live in the dark heart that beats at the center of America, and this place down the street, they clearly have some sort of hoarding mentality happening in there, and people who support that, they've got a system of enablers around them, supporting their hoarding habit in the form of a thrift store, and find some stuff in there, some good shit. Yeah.
So this one the image of a wrestler beating the shit out of witches sounds fun. I mean, I was just kind of dwelling on that for a moment. The luchadora is he like a strapping man?
Oh yeah.
Killing witches.
Guys beating up women.
So it's guys beating up women the whole movie.
There's a lot of guys that get beat up too. It's equal opportunity beatdowns.
Yeah, but it's mainly but the heads of the pack for the black magic sector are women, right?
That's the goal. Take down.
And I like the message of that.
Yeah.
I like the message.
Yeah, absolutely.
That behind black magic, which is bad, it is in fact women. That they are, they're tempting, they're detrimental, and they need to be controlled. And if not controlled, extinguished. That is overall the message of that. And in a psychoanalytic way, I think that's very interesting. The penis being so afraid of the vagina, as it should be.
Would you call that a form of repression? I don't know, because I didn't study like you did. I'm sure you have years and years of education.
Yeah, I don't think that's what that
field.
word means. I think you took a stab at it, and you were, the way you looked at the camera was fun.
We'll just keep guessing tonight. That'll be
we'll
figure it out.
Throw some stuff at the wall. Now, one thing I did want to get in with you tonight, Civic, and I knew tonight was going to be a little more casual than some of my guests, because you've been here, you know what's going on, you've been around the block, all right. In some ways we're equals, we're both streamers, just streamers under the sun, and that's kind of where pretty much that ends. But past that, one reason I wanted to bring you on the program is to show the other streamers that are in the chat right now. The other reason I wanted to is to show the streamers what kind of effect this program can have on their professional lives here on Twitch.tv. Now, you're a perfect example. Civic. To have watched you blossom, from special, from screening things to hosting little games to hosting interviews to parroting certain old comedy shows to just having some fun, incorporating wigs and goofy stuff like that. To watch you blossom like a flower has been a treat, and to know that the program played such a pivotal role in all of that. I mean, my heart, I feel light, like a bird.
We're talking about the 100% original content that we put out there at Civic TV, Civic TV 83 on Twitch.
Shout out Civic TV 83.
Absolutely.
We get a shout out for Civic TV 83, please, in the chat.
We got our start over there at the channel. Streaming pirated movies illegally. Just
a warrior.
taking them.
A warrior with boots on the ground.
Absolutely.
Do you recall
the FBI?
Do you recall?
Ain't got shit on me.
You've showed so many movies, but can you recall from the top of your head which movies led to your downfall?
Yeah, there were a few. The one that kind of broke me, that killed a channel. One of the burner accounts got killed by the Toxic Avenger trilogy. Didn't make it through the second Toxic Avenger.
Did it cancel you in the middle of the stream?
Yep, they got me on that one. There were a few before that, but that was the one that kind of broke my spirit on the pirate movie streams. Ran me out of town.
Can't believe that. I can't, to know that someone doing as pure work as you are, as pure work as you bring to the table, searching for the gems, presenting the gems. Of course, some old people like that are in the chat right now that also like Leslie Tanner.
Oh, there's some old fucks out there.
There's also some old fucks in your channel. I know, because they're the same people that I see here.
Yep,
and
absolutely.
I go spend time there sometimes.
I bring that old man energy into a stream,
Well, how many, Twitch.tv being a young place, mostly, how many people below the age of 30 have even heard of Toxic Avenger, the movies, the series, let alone seen them in their entirety?
It's a very different time these days. When I was younger, there was a Toxic Avenger cartoon. They were marketing that obscure R-rated splatter gore fucking mindfuck of a movie to children through cartoons. And I miss those days. I really do. When there were toys of RoboCop and Terminator, can we bring that back up?
I don't think they're going to.
No.
I think, and what we're outlining, we're kind of circling around the drain right now about something that I think comes up in explorations pretty frequently, as I'm sure you've seen. Something I know you're no stranger to, and that's decay. Decay
It happens.
Not of just our bodies, as we're hearkening back to olden times, but that given our perspective as sorts of elders here, we have seen firsthand the decay of the world around us. We've sat in the front seat to watch things fall apart in real time.
Yeah, now, entropy is a bitch, Now, it's like things are melting sometimes.
Now you're a preservationist. You seek to archive, you seek to preserve, you seek to bring that old kind of entertainment, that showmanship, back on the screen. Now,
Yeah, hell yes.
underneath that, aside from that, the whole Civic TV 83, what's your relationship like with decay? Are you
I revel
scared?
in it,
Are you scared when
honestly.
you turn off that camera? Is Civic scared?
You just got to embrace it and just go with it. Like, if I had guessed 10 years ago that I would be here today with you talking about this with these fine people that are very, generous to me and my energy and my persona here, I would have thought that's absurd. I have much more in me. I have much more potential than talking to strange guys on the internet in chat rooms, I would have thought that, but instead I'm here with you today. And I embrace that. You just got to go with it. You just got to go with the chaos, with the decay. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, somebody in the chat just brought something up that I thought was pretty interesting. And I kind of want to throw a question at you because, obviously you're into the tapes, you're into old stuff. But how does Civic TV keep that youthful energy? How do you stay young? Because anybody that's watched a stream, as I'm sure many people in the chat have, can speak to a sort of youthful vigor. And how do you keep that alive? And as the world around you decays.
Lots of coffee. Yeah. It's my go-to. No,
So coffee. Okay, coffee's one. It's just
Yes.
the classic stimulant, the daytime booze.
So, moisturizer, that helps. On the face, people, on the face. Get your mind out of the gutter. Yeah. You got to moisturize.
Nobody even
keep
had
the
time
wrinkles
to say anything. Do you jack off with moisturizer?
Just, no, Leslie, I don't.
You dry jack?
I just do it raw. just dry. Just
Or you-
dry as, yeah.
Is that what you mean by raw? Or do you like scuff up your hands on the sidewalk and then...
I haven't tried that, but I mean, this is giving me
That was the
ideas.
first image I
This
had in
is-
my head when you said raw.
I think of raw meat when I think raw.
Well,
Let's put that idea out there.
but okay, so not to digress. You jack off dry, no moisturizer, no
Yes, that
no
is the point.
lotion,
Yeah,
no
that's what we're
moisturizer,
covering.
no hair conditioner.
Keeps me young. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
young at heart.
So dry jacking like you're a 10-year-old. Have you ever jacked off with moisturizer?
I have in fact.
Okay, was it a phase or did you just kind of experiment with that?
Just to experiment, you got to try one of everything.
Okay.
By
and
yourself,
how,
with people, try one of everything.
how'd you walk
kids.
away from that experience then? What did you think about all that? Was it worth all the buzz that y'all hear that we hear about jacking off with moisturizer rather than dry jacking?
The sound was distracting, that,
Oh, so you're an audio. Okay.
yeah,
An oral thing. It's an oral problem for you.
yeah. I need to focus,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
get in that mindset.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What about the sound? I mean, because that sound also, when you have
Squelchy, that's the word. Too
Huh?
much squelch, yes.
Do you feel
I
that
can't
way when
deal
you
with
have?
the squelch.
Have you ever penetrated a vagina?
I have. It's it's something that I like to, bring up every time I'm on stream. Yes, I've had sex in a vagina.
So you've had sex inside. You've been inside of a vagina,
It's like going home,
So interesting. So how I would to me I've had much sex as well with the vagina, with ass
Yeah.
and vagina, all of it. And also
You got to try
for,
one of everything.
for the past several years I've been masturbating a lot. And so
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not foreign from these things is what I'm saying. So,
And you seem ageless. You seem timeless. So the masturbation must be working for you as well.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
if you do it right. If you do it right.
Yeah.
Which
Do you
is
have any tips?
essentially doing it wrong. I do a lot. You know, if you looked at my schedule and you looked at my techniques, you know, to an untrained eye, somebody might say this isn't good. This isn't healthy.
Yeah, I get that. But you got to like make it work for you. It's like something that works for you. It's just a little different.
Well, you
right?
got to push yourself past the idea of it working to find out, you know, what's past there. You know, they used to think the Earth was flat. They used to think that, you know, humans couldn't fly. They used to, you know, all these things turned on their heads because somebody had the bravery to go past what was acceptable, where the human imagination ended. Out of fear.
Yeah,
so yes, I do.
People are pretty fucking stupid. It's still true to this day. Yeah, people are fucking retarded, right?
100%. 100%. I would say in some ways even more so than normal.
Yeah, it gets worse. It does.
It gets worse. It does. It really does. Now.
Yeah.
Now streaming. How long have you been streaming, Civic?
3 years, I think.
It's
almost that.
almost
Yeah.
3 years. The first
Yeah.
year what month did you start? The first year.
It was sporadic. You know, I tried it out a few times here and there. It was, we're almost at 3 years from that first stream. It was like April, I think. Yeah, it's like coming up. Yeah.
3 years. Now, how over the course of 3 years is not a short amount of time.
No, not at all.
How has your attitude towards streaming changed? Now, have you gone through waves of excitement? Are you more excited now than you were at the beginning?
The only way I can get off at this point is if I stream. That'll get me hard, then I go finish the job after the stream ends.
Okay.
It's kind of an addiction at this point. I can't... There's no going back from this.
So what's the dream? What's the dream?
To be like you, Leslie, one day, a partner. No, I really don't think I'm ever going to be partner. I've been shut down twice. You got shut down, right? But it was for some absurd shit.
Well, I got the
Twitch,
first. Yeah, I applied
fucking
the first
idiots
time.
over there at Twitch.
The first time I applied, it took them like 6 weeks to look at my application, and then by the time they looked at the past month before that, I hadn't been streaming as frequently. Or I took some
hit
time
that
off,
minimum
so they said
requirement.
you gotta stream more. And now I think they came to me with their tail between their legs. To be honest with you, they came at me with the tail between their legs. They were afraid of me. They were afraid of the backlash. They're afraid of what it would look like in headlines and in the murmurs on Discord and what have you. They're worried. They're worried about their necks, their bottom line, because we're a growing faction here.
That's you out there
Also,
doing that. That's
we did
you.
have an explorer say a slur.
That'll do ya. That'll do ya.
Yep. And then get
watching
this.
a
I don't know if that
24-hour
that
stream with
explorer is
Colin.
here right now. I don't know if that explorer is here. First of all, Dave,
fucking
it's Dave.
fuck around and find out, dude. The Leslies will fucking get you. I've got a baseball bat. I'm looking at you.
He was passionate. He was caught in the
people?
throes of passion, Civic, and he was
Yeah.
staring a foe, an enemy, head on, and he let it fly. Now, should he have let it fly on Twitch.tv? No. But did that offend me necessarily? No, not necessarily. But you know what? A couple days later, because during that same phone call, he said, "I'm going to come back and I'm going to be a contestant on your dating show, your dating game show that we've started."
Which is
recently here.
I've tuned in a little bit. I'm like, yeah, maybe that's for me. Maybe I can find love there.
You should be on it. Yes, absolutely. You should be on the next one, which will probably be a week and a half from now. Well, I'll message you. But he said, yeah, I'll be a contestant on your dating show. And then I saw him in the waiting room of the Discord. And then I just see him go away to find out later that he pussed out. That he chickened out. He waddled, he did a little waddle and he got out of he skipped dodge.
And this is before he dropped the slurs
after.
live. On,
he called someone
after.
an F word,
Okay.
and then he went to the green room a couple days later to join the dating show, and he's like, I feel uncomfortable.
A little sensitive.
Yeah,
He's a little sensitive guy.
Yeah, this is
a little boy.
Listen, Dave, if you're going to harness the power of that word in open air at a place like Twitch.tv, you better believe you are going to do what you say you're going to do 2 days later. Now, is the bridge burned? Absolutely not. Love Dave, very committed explorer. But he, to watch that debacle, it was a sort of masterclass in debasement to watch him do that.
That's evidence, though, right? That Leslie is impenetrable, folks. All right, you can't fuck around with Leslie. Try to cancel Leslie, you get canceled.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I want to ask you a final question before I'd love to speak to you all night, but before we wrap things up here and go to the phone lines, I do want to ask you, this program has played a pivotal role in your growth here. Nothing short of astounding. But I'm curious about your personal life also. You've done the work. You've spent a lot of time here. How has explorations gone beyond your professional life and affected your personal life with those that you love? Speak on that for a second for me, okay?
I've been paying attention. I really have. I've been listening. It gets in there. It works its way in. If you show up enough, if you work it, it works. And because of that, right now, I'm happy to say I am completely alone in life. I don't have anyone distracting me. I'm actually in an empty room right now. There's a laptop, there's a camera, and there's me sitting on the floor. No furniture, no possessions, no distractions. Just me and you, Leslie. Just me and you. And I feel good about that. That's, it's part of embracing, decay. It's just let it all go.
So I hear you.
But I make sure to act normal, Certainly. If anyone asks.
And how has that affected? How has that affected things, huh? How has that affected your love life?
My love life with myself is very vigorous. I stream 3 times a week, and so that gets me up, and I finish myself up afterwards.
Okay.
And,
All right. Well,
maybe I should talk to people more. I don't know.
It's I see the argument for the conventional argument for it is weak. Let's just say that. If you're going to do it, dig deep, find what's inside of you. Don't do it because it seems like a good idea, because it seems like everyone else. People have no fucking idea what they're talking about. All right? So if you want to sit here, you want to jack off all day, you want to stream 3 times a day, you want to not talk to anyone, you want to just feel your body wither around your stacks and stacks of VHS tapes, old magazines, or maybe old highlights magazines maybe you got laying around. I would say that if that is your journey, then that is your journey, all right? And I don't think there's a mental health counselor on this earth with enough expertise to explain why you shouldn't be doing that. So I want to give you my blessing, not as just your guru, not as just your leader, not as just your friend, but as a legally licensed mental health counselor. I think your life is beautiful.
That was beautiful, Leslie. Clip that shit, you fucking animals. If there was ever a clippable moment.
Yes, indeed. Well,
Monsters out there.
Civic, I could speak to you all evening, but I don't want to hold you up all night. I want to thank you for being with us tonight. I want to thank you for being here, and I want to put you on the spot. If you could speak to the chat for a moment. If you know, there's some newcomers, there's some lurkers, there's some people that maybe just found this on their recommended. What would you tell them about your work here and how it's affected your life? You just give a little testimonial, please. Namaste.
Listen, folks, you're doing everything wrong. Listen to Leslie. He'll set you straight, okay? I was streaming to a group of maybe a dozen or more humans on the internet at a time. Now I'm up to like 15, dude. We get like 15 viewers on a stream. It's fucking crazy, dude. So if you're out there, if you're a streamer or you just want to improve your personal life, listen to Leslie. Do what Leslie says. Just act normal. Buy 2 tubs. Just do what he says.
Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself. Namaste to you.
Watch VHS.
What was that?
Watch VHS. Like this. Leslie, I wonder if I could get this to you somehow. I think this deserves to be in your collection.
Hold on.
Are we having this moment?
I think we're having this moment.
Is this happening? Look at that. VHS brothers. Are our Wonder Twin powers about to activate, Leslie? I feel like this is happening. Fantastic.
Wonderful.
That was amazing.
Listen, what a note to end on. Yes, I do have this tape, and I do love it. It's a lot of fun. Another one of the, we could get into this on another time. He fell off. He stopped short. And he
looks old. He did
greatness.
something wrong.
Yeah.
He did something wrong. He looks old as fuck.
Massive head on that man. Well, Civic, it was absolutely a treat to be with you tonight, and I know I'm not alone. There's at least a handful in the chat that feel the same way about me, feel the same way as I do right now. So, guys, please, make some noise or some emotes or something going on in the chat. Please thank Civic TV 83 for his time here. If we could get another shout out for Civic. Blessings to you, Civic. Thank you so much.
I only ask one thing in the chat. Go buy the merch. Buy the merch. Get
Buy
the shirt.
Civic TV merch.
We got the merch.
I'll link it on the announcement after the stream tonight.
It was great talking to you, Leslie.
Great
Thanks
talking to you, Civic. Namaste,
hey,
brother.
April 27th. He's coming on.
April 27th. I will be in your neck of the woods next time.
That's right.
Namaste to you.
All right. Looking forward to it.
Me as well. Good night, sweet Civic.
Those fucking animals can't hear me now, right?
No, they can. I don't know how to turn it off because all my audio is all fucked up.
Shit. All right. Fuck. Well, I love you, chat.
Yes. No, let these hooligans and retards know.
Oh, that get dumber and dumber every day, dude.
That's beautiful. I wish, because it's like, it's routed all fucked up on my side. They can hear me saying this right now.
Fucking animals.
Namaste. Well, bless you, Civic. I'll talk to you soon, all right?
Later, dude.
Later, dude. All right, everyone, welcome back to Explorations. Leslie Tanner again. We got to spend some time with Civic TV 83. Civic TV 83. A gorgeous little moment that we got to have with that tape. Also, I'm a fan, also a colleague of Tony Robbins. Create a life through fulfillment. Create a life of fulfillment through the mastery of life management systems. Trademark, registered trademark. That's his work. Namaste. So let's get to it, guys. Let's get into explorations, and I'm going to open up the line. And guys, I'm going to shorten the call tonight a little bit because we got a lot of stuff to get to. I want to touch as many people as I can tonight. Namaste. Namaste. Write to me, Leslie Tanner, P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois 60647. And Jason Melton pointing out this is, in fact, I think I do have a copy of this that is a snuff tape. It's a compilation of murdering homeless men, I think in Canada, during the winter. I think if I can, by the street names, by the architecture, and just the general kind of sleepiness with which they kill homeless people, it's like kind of the UK. They can film something that's supposed to be high action, but it really puts you into fucking sleep. Same with Canada and killing homeless men. Explorations start, fresh hands chart the nights unknown, happy trails await, Malevolous. Thank you so much, Malevolous. Also, Malevolous said, alone, fresh hands wait, happy nights unfold within, self-love's gentle glow. And also, I see that Pants a Clock asked a question, which Leslie's more repressed? Interesting. Okay, well, I would love to get into tonight's theme. Enough fully button around. Let's get into tonight's theme. 1, 2, 3, let's repress. And yes, that's what we're going to be doing tonight, explicitly. We're going to be searching in our lives, in our history, in our memories, for things to repress, to make us more powerful, make us more effective. And we are going to stop using repression as a bad word, as something that someone weak does, someone damaged does, someone immoral does. We will not be cast to the side of the margins of society as ill because we choose to use the mind as it was meant to be used. 1, 2, 3, let's repress. Namaste. Now, let's go ahead and get into it. I just prepared a couple points, and then before we open up the line, Now, first of all, and this is not going to be a hard thing for us to swallow here at this community, here at this Call Me Out. Just Call Me Out with a communal vision. Thank you so much, Call Me Out. Really excited to read this perspective. Did Civic TV remember to tell you happy birthday? No, he did not, because it's not my birthday, and that is misinformation, disinformation, fake news, whatever you want to call it. It's not real, all right? It is not my birthday, and that's just how it goes. You don't get to have a birthday when it's not your birthday. Namaste. Now, guys, my first point while we get into the theme, it should not be difficult for you to swallow. Namaste. First one, reality is bad, okay? So I don't need to tell you about this. You know it. That's why you're here. That's why you resonate with explorations. I don't need to explain to you the myriad ways your life can go wrong starting from a very early age, or how it can become considerably and increasingly complicated as you get older. 7th Dragon Ball, shit, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Everyone emotes in the chat to celebrate. 7th Dragon Ball, it's not my birthday. So, Borealis Black, thank you so much for that sub. Blessings to you. Blessings to you, fourth month in a row. The program works its ass off, says Borealis Black. Blessings to you, Borealis. Now. It's not my birthday. I don't know. Mary Lou, you kind of did this. You did this. So this is, you see this horseplay in the chat right now. This was your doing. Communal vision from 7th Dragon Ball. Excited to read this perspective. Thanks, 7th Dragon Ball. Wait, it's not your birthday then? Well, fuck you then. Thanks so much, 7th Dragon Ball. So since it's not my birthday, since somebody else errantly said that it was my birthday, and it's not, then I get told fuck you. Great. That makes a lot of sense. Perfect. That really works out. I really love being in a place where that's true. So fuck you too, 7th Dragon Ball. Fuck you. Anyway, reality's bad. It's not good. I don't need to tell you how bad it can get, how bad it can start, how bad it can get worse. as it gets older. There's no natural benevolence to the universe around us. There's nothing steering it towards good or pleasure or consonance. Dissonance is much more likely to happen as a law of the land. Now, for those of you that are scared, those of you that are childishly hopeful, those of you that are just too stupid and inattentive to understand, okay, how about this? Reality is at least as bad as it is good. Okay? You can't make the claim that it's good. Your hope is on a bed of lies. At best, you're attaching little labels to a thing that will constantly consume any label you impose upon it. But given how bad most people's lives are, especially in this age of decay that we find ourselves in, or given just how plain fucking boring most people's lives are, one cannot argue that life is good in the face of the abyss, that one day your body will wither, fail, you will shit your pants, and you will be consumed in a state of sheer terror as you come face to face with an abyss you told yourself your whole life wasn't real. And now, for this last half of a moment, flicker of a candle, you see that it is real, and you see that it is won. It has defeated you, and you fall. Now, next up, we have the mind is a repressive tool, as I mentioned before. Now, in the face of all of this, we're all here, right? Maybe some of us got a sip of water, and we're like, wow, that was a nice little sip of water. Or maybe I've got a Diet Coke. I'm enjoying a Diet Coke. Now, how, in the face of everything that I just said, which I believe in, how am I able to enjoy this Diet Coke in the face of that? To zoom out, in the face of the abyss of outer space, this one tiny blue marble churns through an expression of an unsettled, unhappy universe, unable to resolve itself between being and non-being, an expression of dissonance. How, in the face of that, am I able to enjoy this Diet Coke? Well, it's because the mind is first and foremost a repressive tool. It chooses which will prolong itself and which will not. It attaches through an attachment figure, mama, titty, yes. Then you get to continue. Then you get to learn, this is kind of like that titty. This wants me to keep going. Everything's a titty to me. And that is how the mind works. Everything is a titty, or it's trying to kill you. And it tries to repress the things that are not an active threat trying to kill you, that are maybe just dormant threats, but it makes alive and vivacious both dormant and active titties alike. Now, next up, it is important that as we enter further into the program of explorations, that we use our muscles the way they're intended. Now, when we have a psychic emergency, namaste.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with explorer Larry Picklejar to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 300 mama titty mum mum mum. Repeat. Cheer 300 mama titty mum mum mum. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Thank you so much, Larry Picklejar. I really appreciate that. Namaste. Raised to a psychic emergency. Excited about breasts. Larry Picklejar is. Blessings to you. Now, as we enter further into the program, it is important to focus and use our muscles the way they're intended. Now, you don't often see people juggle with their feet unless they're one of those armless fucking freaks in a circus. Now, and they're there for a reason, because it's weird and it's not as effective, yet it's still somehow happening. And you get to smile, give your kid a little bit of popcorn, go home, forget that it even happened, and feel better about your life having arms. Blessings to you and yours. Now, namaste. Now, that's for a reason, though. We must use the muscles that we have for the reason that we have them. Now, the mind is a repressive tool. We are able to control it. We're able to dilate the self in reality. We're able to move in concert with the universe as it itself dilates, as if a living being, breathing, inhaling terrible terrible, fearful disasters and exhaling a sigh, a yearning for an end. And as we are able to resonate and in concert with this, we will find that we have access to more power than we've ever known existed. The true power that courses through your veins as we speak to one another right now. The power of the next level, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. Now, let's go ahead and open up the lines, get some people on the horn. Namaste. Our number, let's see, is it just going to open? Please just open. Okay, good. Oh, now I got to sign in. Sometimes it just kicks me out. Now I got to sign in. And it doesn't autofill, because why would it autofill? Yep. Thanks, Nextiva. Don't get Nextiva. Guys, listen. My moderator at the outset of this, when I decided, I was like, I need a better number. I need a better phone system. My head mod, I don't know if he's in the chat right now, JJ Plays Pog, he told me one thing once I said that. I asked him for, you guys know of anything good? Nobody had anything to say except for JJ Plays said, don't sign up for Nextiva. What did I do less than a week later? I signed up for 3 years with Nextiva. And they've been raping me since with their dog-s service. Online VCR, namaste to you. Welcome to the program. Lord knows I'm going to have to repress my time with Nextiva. You know what I mean? I'm going to have to repress my time with Nextiva because it's been so traumatic. Online VCR, namaste to you and blessings to you. Welcome to the program of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie, host of Explorations. In a moment, you'll have a chance to call me live on air. The line is now open, 708, and we've got our first caller. Wow, okay. Hi, caller. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Leslie, it's Lenny. Happy birthday, little bro.
It's not my birthday, Lenny. Is that it?
I'm pretty sure it is your birthday.
It's not. You're wrong.
It's March 12th, right?
Well, it's not even March 12th today. Are you drunk?
Oh. I've been drinking a little bit.
Yeah, okay. So, yes, you're drunk. Listen, I don't want to start the stream like this. Is there anything else you want to share? Is there...
Yeah, I was watching this Civic guy. I thought he was really cool. I thought he was really funny. I wish he was my brother and that you weren't, because you suck.
Okay. Happy March 12th, everyone. Larry Pickle Jar, namaste to you. It's not March 12th. It's not my birthday. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. What's something I can call you tonight?
You can call me Rai Rai.
Rai Rai, welcome back to the program. We actually are getting a communal vision already from retroactive abortion. Happy not your birthday. Well, I'll accept that, I suppose. It's not my birthday, so I'll just accept the happiness, I guess. Thank you, retroactive. Namaste to you. Now, Rai Rai, it's good to hear from you. How are you tonight?
You know what? I'm pretty good. And if I may just sidetrack for a moment, I wish it was your birthday, because then we could be birthday brothers.
Oh, that's cute. Happy unbirthday, says Flying Vita. Namaste to you, Flying Vita, wishing an unbirthday, wishing to undo this horseplay that's been happening in the chat all night because of Mary Lou. Let's be very clear about that. This is all due to Mary Lou, RJ. I don't know if she's still around. Leslie is repressing his birthday. It's not my birthday. Cinematic. I don't have to repress anything because it's not. Cinematic.
Mary Lou is kind of a genius.
Huh?
Mary Lou's kind of a genius for that.
A genius, you say? Continue. Speak on that. Speak on that. Because I called it retarded earlier.
it's kind of diabolical that she would just be like, happy birthday, and then being the awesome community and explorers
Two
that we
children
are,
approached me with
and
that
love of our
classic
guru,
dumbass
would
look
just
on their
pile
face.
on and just
The first asked, "Who am I?"
wish you
to which I
happy
responded,
birthday.
"You'll figure it out.
One
Right now
moment.
you're a stupid child." The second asked, "What am I?" To which I responded by pushing him into the river.
Well, listen to me right now. I think, Mary Lou RJ, I think that is diabolical. Diabolical. Oh no, where's all the rewards? Rewards of what, Jessica? I'm not quite sure. Jessica's a mod, so I just need to double check with that. But I would have to say also, the backgrounds. Son of a bitch. Let's fix it. The thing is, I do think it was diabolical. I agree with you. Because Mary Lou RJ is someone who I know personally in real life.
Okay.
So she knows damn well it's not my birthday. I would imagine.
I'm talking to Leslie. Yeah, I'm talking to Leslie. Maybe.
Hold on one moment.
No worries.
There we go. I wish you wouldn't repress your birthday. You are repressing your birthday harder than Jen represses sucking countless old dicks. Now, that's simply not true. That is very possible that Jen is in that position. I am not in that position. I do not suck dicks anymore. I have in the past, and I wouldn't repress that.
The most valuable advice I give to my clients, especially under duress or experiencing crisis, is to try their best to act normal for as long as possible.
Now. Okay. There's probably, everybody's kind of spamming the old channel points because, I figured it out, Jessica. I didn't know what was, I didn't know, I had to turn them off for infatuations. Now, Nindinu did just use a brand new function that you will see. Everyone's going to kind of tart out on the channel points for a moment, but we'll go get this. Let's get this out of our system. Now, yep, okay. But there is a new testimonial. If you would like to make a testimonial how this program has affected you in your life, and share that message. Share that message with the community. You can do so now. Namaste to you. Nindi knew this was, you contributed to this, birthed this function, so Nindi knew gets a little privilege. Namaste. It's not my birthday. Now, would you like to talk about something other than my birthday? Maybe repression. Right?
Yes.
You there?
Yes, of course I was.
Well, let's chat about repression then, huh? Let's chat about it.
Please.
What is the actual? What's a time that you've used repression in the past? Let's start there. How would you say that your life is good, or that you've repressed some things?
Life is good because of my repression. And you're fully are correct that your mind represses things to, forget about it so you can have or attempt to have a good day.
Interesting.
So
and do you remember any of the things that you've repressed? Like, is it just an emotional repression, or are you totally blacked out?
It totally blacks out, and then sometimes it'll recall, and you're kind of like, you kind of get the ick, the cringe, as the kids may say. and then you hurry up and stuff that down deep down and repress that malarkey, and you move on.
Beautiful. And what can you do with this muscle repression? What have you repressed in your life that allows you to be as effective as you have become here at the program?
Just like maybe inappropriate things one may have said, or maybe an action, and by one I mean myself. Maybe an action, or...
And you've been terminated. Namaste.
Namaste.
That's that. Goodbye. Namaste. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, it's Genomatic.
Genomatic, good to have you on the program tonight.
Nice to see you. I'm so sorry to call after that. I said it's nice to see you. I'm so sorry to call after that. Poor Rai.
Ah, no, it's okay. Don't feel... He's a grown-up. He understands the rules here.
I don't know. It sounded pretty black and white in the background, if you know what I mean.
What
Is Rai going to be okay?
Like racially?
No, Leslie, I didn't. I meant black and white, and that I meant... Okay, I mean, do you want to fight about this? I mean, I was just trying to say something about, like, black and white, like, as far as, like, feelings go, and it definitely sounded like he was in a hazardous zone, or a war zone, kind of predator. There were a lot of children screaming, and I didn't feel like Rai was being noticed, Leslie. That Rai was in a corner, and he was in a corner, and I don't know. That's all,
On here, Explorations, or in real life?
No, not the program. This is his little, saving little beacon. He sounded scared, and
he did sound scared, and I don't know if he was scared though, because you ever notice it's like kind of what he sounds like.
He might have been drunk though too. He might have been drunk.
Yeah, a little drunk and sleepy.
Yeah. It could have just been that. He could have been laying in his bed, neglecting his children.
Just drinking, letting them do whatever.
Drunk. Right.
They're like selling
their they could have just been...
starting an
like
OnlyFans or
banshees.
whatever they're doing, and he's just like sipping buzz balls on his air mattress.
And dirty diapers. Yeah, there's no sheet, there's no undersheet on the mattress. I mean, that could be true, too. That could have been the other scenario, the other one.
Yeah. Well, we wish him the best, even in those cases, because,
Heart goes out.
If he's repressing his awareness of his children, then kudos to him. Kudos to him. It takes a power to do that.
Chillin' night on Easter weekend. Right. Chillin' night.
It's Holy Thursday, yeah. Well, Jen, I'm glad that you called tonight. I'm glad that you called tonight because, we, just recently had a very thorough phone call where we explored your repression, Jen, and how it's been manifesting in your life since the passing of your father. Do you remember this conversation?
I mean, I remember a lot of conversations and a lot of things about my dad passing.
But not necessarily this particular conversation that we had about you having a rash.
Oh, no, it's all over my body. I do remember that, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm actually openly bleeding right now.
Openly bleeding? How, from scratching or just from the irritation?
Both.
And so, listen, because I think what we're witnessing here in this case, I'm so glad you called, is an extremely advanced...
Thank you, Leslie.
Yeah, you're absolutely welcome. This is what we're witnessing in your case is an extremely advanced technique of repression. To like when something really big, really massive, and you're saying nope, You're saying no, thank you.
No.
And but, some people they'll go drink alcohol, or they'll go eat a bunch of food, or they'll they'll tell themselves they're doing something productive. I want to go run or something. And they get addicted to exercise. Blah blah blah. But sometimes those things don't work. Sometimes the gladiator cannot step up to the challenger, and they will find themselves defeated in many of those times. But what I hear and see in your situation, Jen, is that you have entered the Colosseum. The gladiator has entered the Colosseum, and the gladiator is up for the challenge. You are handling something massive.
My cat is named Maximus Decimus Meridius.
Yes, like that movie.
Yeah, I guess the movie, yeah, sure.
And you're getting, so you've taken this upsetness and this refusal in order to keep yourself up, keep yourself strong, keep yourself effective. You have taken this tragedy and given yourself rashes all over your body. Amazing. Amazing. How many? I don't know.
Yep.
You're the first person I've talked to in a long time with that level of ability as far as repression goes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Leslie, as you know, because of my level of the answer no to all this, I was thrown out of my parents' house where I went home to take care of my father who was passing away. And after he passed away, I began to get bullied, and I said no, and also no to everything. And yes, I have managed to stuff it so far down that I moved from hotel to hotel, Leslie. And as you know, I make plenty of money, but that doesn't matter when other things have happened too. We can touch on it another day. That yes, now my body has taken over to just make my body bleed. What's it called? It's Christ.
The rash or bleeding or?
Yeah. What is it called?
Eczema?
No.
I don't know. Poison.
When the stains start bleeding, when the stains start bleeding from like the
Larry Picklejar with Communal Vision. Jen, is the sucking off guys in those hotels part of the grieving process?
That's a good question. Can I think about that for a second?
Yeah, go for it. Take as much time as you need. You want me to be quiet or just kind of vamp a little bit while you think?
I feel like I'm going to come to it really fast.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just going to repeat this one more time and probably 180 more times. I did not suck that guy off. He watched me sleep, and he was homeless.
Did he crank?
Bad. No, more questions, please. This is good for me, because I want to get to the bottom of it too.
Did he crank off while you were asleep?
Lord knows, dude. I had a fever.
Only the Lord knows.
Only the Lord knows.
Only the Lord knows. Now, let's take a look.
I'm repressing something.
Yeah, you are. And tonight we're talking about repression. So listen, there's people.
And Mary Lou can stop bullying me.
How is Mary Lou bullying you?
Because she said that she thinks I'm a piece of shit and I fucking suck. And you know what? I noticed it. You know what? I don't have many feelings left, but I don't like seeing that stuff. And it hurt my feelings.
Get after her.
I'm telling it right now.
Yeah.
It hurt my feelings. And that's it. That's it. That's the end of it.
Namaste.
Can we get back?
Well, hopefully Mary Lou is watching and can respond to that in her time.
If she's not sleeping already, because she's always like, oh, I'm going to bed. I can't stand this. Well, you know what, Mary Lou? Stay up for this. You hurt my feelings.
Damn.
And I don't have many left.
Wow.
And that's what's up. Yep.
Clip that. Send it to Mary Lou. Namaste to that. Now, Jen, I want to push you on this though, because it sounds like you're an advanced repressor, and there are some people that no doubt we all have the muscle, but we don't always have the experience that others have who reach this advanced level of repression. So
I said,
would you say that having an abusive family is actually a very fruitful gymnasium in which to train your repressive muscles?
Oh boy, that's a great question, Leslie. If you definitely want to repress, okay, and I don't want to overstep my bounds here, because you're the boss, guru.
Oh no, listen, I'm asking for your thoughts. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely want to grow up, right, and be like a little beautiful child, and then not be told that you're good enough ever. Definitely, this is Repression City. This is how you warm up. It's great, right? You're not good enough. Okay. You're adorable, you got pigtails, you have all the innocence in the world, and you want to take care of everybody else. You want to do that first. That's first and foremost. No doubt. Then you want to definitely have other people tell you you're a piece of shit. So now you're a people pleaser. This is great. You want to go to school, you want to have everybody yell at you, and you just sit there and you believe that that's you. And that's what you want. And you're becoming a repression hero. After that, you want to get into abusive relationships. There's no doubt about it. You want to walk in somewhere, and you want somebody to manipulate your feelings and tell you that you're a superstar. Definitely, you need somebody who's a performer. You're going to have to find one of those a lot of times. And
a musician.
After that,
was it a musician?
Musicians and comics. Comic is the one that will kill you.
Yeah, and they're particularly they're not as big of losers per se as musicians, but there's a more gnawing dark chaos in your standard comedian.
Right. Yeah. You want that same person to only be able to do shows at one place, and then they definitely have to get into doing burlesque strip shows in a seedy bar. I mean, these are the things that you need, right? Mm-hmm. And you just start repressing. They're also going to need to get a little bit violent. They're going to need to punch about 30 holes in your wall.
Okay.
This is a simple recipe.
Guys, in case you're not taking notes, you can clip this.
I will write it down.
Be up for a couple months. You can revisit this. This is good stuff. Continue.
Yeah, and Leslie, I will definitely write it down for everybody. It's just make the medicine go down,
Right.
So you're going to need that. They're going to have to play the ukulele.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay? They're going to have to be an amateur wrestler, everybody. If they're good at listening around here. Are they listening, do you think, Leslie? So I'm pacing
If they
now.
know it's good
now
for them. If they know it's good for them. You're giving a sort of master class right now. This is not the sort of information that you can just find anywhere online.
Yeah. Definitely, you're going to need that person around. They're going to need to get you arrested a couple times.
Okay.
Leslie,
have they hit you yet?
Make sure they write that one down. That's important.
Okay. Get you arrested.
Okay.
Have they hit you or threatened to hit you?
Absolutely threatened and hit.
Okay.
Write that down.
Both. Write that down. Okay.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yep. So then you're going to have to do that. Then definitely you're going to need an immediate family member to die.
Okay.
Definitely. Okay. This is the coming uppance, right?
Sure.
This is the program. Yeah. And then you're going to have to spend all your money that you put into savings from your mother-in-law finding dead on Easter, right? Got that one. Leslie, write that one down too. dead on Easter a couple years ago. Yep. So you're going to have to find her dead, like a horror movie, and then spend all the money on that person, that funny one, the comic that you found. Spend it on getting yourself out of jail. Definitely. Life savings. Okay. And then you're going to need to get hit by your sister and thrown out of the house and live in a hotel and spend Easter alone and be in peace. Namaste.
All right, well, listen, you guys, if you didn't catch all those details, there's a lot to catch, granted. Feel free to recheck the VOD, make copious clips of that sort of stuff, because that was a sort of masterclass in repression. We're speaking to sort of a professional, I would say. I feel comfortable saying that, professional level of repression.
Thank you. Namaste.
Yeah, namaste. Terrific work tonight, Jen. I knew you were going to be a valuable asset tonight, and I really appreciate you calling and being so generous with yourself.
Leslie, who wakes up every day? The beacons.
The what?
Beacon of light.
The beacon.
Beacon.
The beacons. The beacons of light. Yes, indeed. My little child soldier. Blessings to you.
Surely.
Jen. You've been
surely. Bye.
Namaste. Wow, listen, you can't ask for better instructions on how to get your repression in check than that sort of stuff. Once you get abused early, keep going back to the fountain. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. What's something I can call you tonight?
Hey, it's Cherish.
Cherish, welcome back to the program. Cherish, how are you?
It's been a rough week, but I'm hanging in there.
Hell yeah. Namaste. Everybody, it's Cherish. Welcome, Cherish, back to the program. Namaste. Now, Cherish, it's great to speak with you. You're having a rough week this week. What's going on? What's going on with this week, huh?
Well, there's so much that needs done around the house and everything. I don't feel like doing it, and I'm beating myself up, and then my mom's bitching. So, I'm just, yeah.
Your mom's bitching at you. Well, why can't she get off her ass and do anything?
I don't know. To her, that seems to be her motivation. She is motivated by, I don't know. She thinks she's going to motivate me by yelling at me.
Right. I'll bet that's not a new thing.
No, not at all. No.
Now, Cherish, you're another interesting case. Repression. I think you have something to offer the chat right now. Could it be that in part that your mom is high?
Yeah, and she's in a lot of pain. And
in a lot of pain.
And so I'm a good outlet for her to just.
So she takes whacks at you.
Yeah.
Because she's angry at the world.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. I would be angry in her position. Namaste, Mel's Camp rating. Namaste to you guys. Rating with 10. Blessings to you. Mel's Camp, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the personal power program with which we explore the universe both inside and out to unlock and unleash the power within. Yes, indeed. The final personal power program you will ever need, making this the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome, Raiders. Blessings to you. Blessings to you. How was the stream over there, Mel's Camp? Let me know. I just kind of want to know what kind of energy we've been infused with. Right now, we're speaking to a longtime explorer, Cherish, about 1, 2, 3. Let's repress. We're talking about repression tonight and its value, its absolute value, and how we can use this as sort of a superpower to unlock the power within tonight. Namaste. Now, Cherish, back to you. Cherish, with your mom, with, the divorce, with, what the myriad of other things that you've experienced in your life. How have you used repression in your life? Can you think of an example of a time in which you're like, nope?
mean, repression has just become kind of commonplace for me at this point. I mean, it's just, I guess I've become so used to it that I just push it down and it becomes, I don't know, fuel for my fire, you know? Yeah, I'm just,
right. Okay. So it takes the feelings that, you know, a normal therapist or psychologist, one of my colleagues, one of my misguided colleagues would say that fire needs to come out so that the fire can die and that you can live more peacefully. That is nonsense. That is for children. So in this case, I'm going to repeat back to you, Cherish, what you just shared. You use repression you don't let the fire out. You make the chamber smaller to contain that fire and use that energy in your life. Am I hearing you correctly?
That's right, yeah.
Wow. And this fire, I can only imagine you mean, you know, the disappointment and anger and rage, the flames.
Yeah, and it just gets hotter and hotter every time I push that shit down. So.
And does it ever feel like it's going to explode?
Not really. It's just the flames are getting bigger and it's getting hotter, but they stay contained somehow, and I'm not sure how even.
Flames are getting bigger, fire's getting hotter, but has not exploded yet. Do you have any sort of fire protocol for explosions where you feel like it might explode or it's getting a little too hot? Do you let a little bit of the steam out?
Well, I like to go for walks and shit, you know, and, you know, just listening to music. I mean, his fuck talking. I just don't talk about my problems. My mom's going to bitch anyway, so I don't even talk to her about it.
Yeah, the mom's not. Yeah, your mom's not a good person to share that stuff with. I think that's a good call.
Yeah.
So you go on walks. You listen to music.
Yeah.
And you repress.
Yeah, just push it down. Yeah.
You sound like you got this under control. You sound like you got a tiny little nuclear generator inside of you, Cherish.
Yeah, I mean, it's just...
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's a lot of power in there.
That's what I'm saying. You got so much power in there that you can always tap into whenever you want. Now, any good nuclear reactor will have protocols. Maybe we got to cool the core down a little bit. Maybe we got to let a little of the steam out or something. You know, I'm not a nuclear engineer, and I don't really care for them. But I think, you know, in your case, though, it sounds very similar. And I think what you're doing is extremely adept. Now, have you ever been in the position, has anyone ever tried to get you to relax in that sort of very toxic way that we talk about outside of the community?
Yeah, but you know, I don't buy into it, you know, and I'm a high stress person, and relaxing it's not going to feel good to me anyway, so I don't even go there. You know?
Yes, Cherish. That makes me so happy to hear. It doesn't feel good anyway, so why do it? Don't touch the reactor unless it's about to explode, because it's giving you nice amounts of energy that keep you animated. It keeps you on your feet, keeps you focused better than any cup of coffee.
Oh yeah, that's all I need right there.
That's what I'm saying. I've gone through spats of drinking coffee, and it can be kind of nice. However, I do think that when there's no replacement for the reactor inside of us that grows and maintains itself through the act of repression. Just simply remembering something for a brief moment will ignite the flames and power me through for several days. Sometimes I don't even sleep.
Yeah, see, fuck coffee. I can't do it anyway, and I got that fire. So, you know, that's my power right there.
Yes, girl. Yes. What a message! What a message tonight. Namaste. Now, I want to ask you for, your input a little bit, because there are some lurkers, there's some new people. I've noticed some new usernames in the chat right now. They're becoming acquainted to the program. They may not be as experienced with repression. What kind of tips would you give to somebody trying to get to your level of repression that they're just getting started out though? They can't, they're a little baby duckling looking for someone to imprint on. What would you tell them to do? How to get started?
What you got to do, it just comes, well, in my case, it comes second nature. You just got to start out pushing down the bullshit little by little, and it'll become easier to do over time. It'll just be like second nature. So that's the best advice I can give there.
So just start and don't stop. Don't give up.
Right.
Just continue no matter what.
Right. Just keep on going.
And again, I'm going to go back to that thing you said. Don't give in to the siren song of relaxation.
Exactly.
Yeah, interesting. We can talk about that. That's a tricky repressive tool, but that takes a lot of talking, needs context, but we'll talk about it at some point. Listen, Cherish, I want to thank you for being with us tonight and giving so much of yourself. You've been really generous, and I really appreciate it.
Well, it's great to call back in again, and I was away for a little while, but it's great to be back. So.
I know you've been sick, you've been busy, you've been feeling like shit, but listen, don't be a stranger. If you got time to give us a call, we always like hearing from you.
Well, I'll call in again soon, I guarantee it. And much love. I love you all. You too, Leslie. And
much love. Yeah, love you too, Cherish. Have a wonderful evening. Namaste. Didn't say namaste. Should have said namaste. Been around too long to know. You know what we do. So, namaste. I'm gonna take a quick piss, guys. I think it's piss time. I'm gonna go piss. Namaste to you. I'll be back in just a moment. Blessings to you. Allow this little break to fuel you, to focus you for repression. There's still a couple explorers that I'm intending to hear from tonight. Namaste to you. Blessings. I'll be right back.
Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Since Leslie and his program broke onto the scene, Explorations has become the #1 best-selling and most influential personal power program in modern history. Millions of people from all over the world have gotten a chance to meet this truly remarkable man and utterly transform their lives with the power of Explorations.
I listened to this introductory tape and I knew then and there, this is what I needed. I felt just so much better knowing there are a bunch of people out there suffering like me.
I'm not kidding you. I think after the first tape, I knew, okay, I'm gonna be fine.
I got such
relief from the very beginning of starting the program.
Now that you've gotten a taste of what this program is capable of, it's time to show you how to take your life to the next level. Here to tell you more about what is possible is legally licensed clinical therapist, author, coach, speaker, entrepreneur, martial artist, amateur musician, one of the nation's foremost thinkers, and our guru, Leslie Tanner.
Good evening, everyone. Whether you've been with us since the very beginning and have watched explorations work wonders in your life, or you're joining us for the first time tonight, I say namaste to you. As you've watched explorations in action during our call-in show, no doubt your mind is reeling from the limitless potential you now know is possible. Between the tailored themes and lectures, to the myriad avenues of exploration through the channel points, to the customized ways to interact with me and the community, there simply has never been anything quite like this program. Now is usually the point in one of these self-help programs where it starts to sound like a sales pitch. Someone like me might normally say something like, "Listen, I know your time is precious. Let me cut to the chase." But there's only one problem with that. We know your time isn't precious. I could speak at length for hours and hours about absolutely nothing, and I still wouldn't be wasting your time because, well, you're here, looking for a fast, all-encompassing solution to the problems in your life that have become so intolerable, you're not sure what you're going to do. You may be considering any number of extreme decisions, ranging from short-term band-aids to more permanent solutions. However, as dark and bleak as your situation is, so too must our tools be bright and revolutionary. So whether you're tired and looking for more energy and enthusiasm for life, or maybe you're lonely and isolated but want better relationships, let me tell you that for these things and so much more, my breakthrough program of explorations to explore the universe and beyond really works. It's worked for elite performance athletes, critically acclaimed artists, best-selling authors, entrepreneurs, and for thousands of others just like you. I have been blessed by the universe for a brief moment that I now command upwards of $50,000 for speaking engagements. But through the technology of this program, you can hire me, Leslie Tanner, as your personal therapist, coach, and guru, all rolled into one at the Community of Devoted Light on patreon.com, where you and thousands of others just like you are learning to leverage the chaos around them to catapult their lives to heights that were previously unimaginable. Here's how it works. I've created a tightly knit community where individuals seeking to access the next level are able to study, reflect, meditate, and grow with an ever-expanding library of exclusive materials, each containing life-changing tools and techniques designed to explore topics covered here in our call-in show, but much more deeply, therefore increasing the benefits of the program exponentially. These materials include your name in the credits at the end of the stream, demonstrating the importance of your leadership and the value of your investment. A signed personal postcard sent out each month full of observations and witticisms by me, Leslie Tanner. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Exclusive video materials not available to the poor, designed to rocket your progress past those who cannot afford success. Here's a little sneak peek at what you're missing. Downloads of all specially crafted music used in our productions here and elsewhere that have accompanied your journey thus far. Tracks such as New Beginnings, Psychic Romance, reaching into darkness. Or the skeptic's gamble. Exclusive archival prints, such as these, channeled and honed by myself, Leslie Tanner, upon which you can guide your own meditations at home. I'm not an artist, nor do I claim to be. These visions are a burden and cause me immense suffering. But I do it for you. Now, you might expect that a program like this would cost thousands of dollars, but because I'm offering this to you through the internet, these life-transforming materials can be yours for the monthly cost of a few cups of coffee on your way to work. With access to these materials, regardless of your level of investment, you will also be receiving a complimentary download of our landmark track, The Sojourn Begins, as a thank you. So does this sound good to you? Well, what are you waiting for? If you are ready to join the thousands of others who have already committed to the final journey to access the next level, simply type Final Journey into the chat and you will be guided with further instructions. One thing I can promise you is that however massive your problems are, however abject and humiliating your life has become, I have created something so simple yet so profound in this program, you'll be absolutely flabbergasted by the results. Now, let's get back to the program. Namaste.
Namaste, my explorers. Welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the personal power program through which we explore the universe, both inside and out. And while we interrogate the border between these two seemingly disparate worlds, we also unlock and unleash the true power within. Blessings to you. Now, that was a little bit about the community of Devoted Light over at patreon.com. Exclusive videos that I work on specifically for my most committed members, those most committed, those most invested in unlocking the power within. That can be found at patreon.com. Instructions are in the chat. Speaking of which, we do have a brand new member of Explorations, of my inner circle, so to speak, at the community of Devoted Light. So guys, please, everybody, please join me in welcoming Barry Punch to the community of Devoted Light. Hopefully you have already seen the potential that your life now has to completely transform in ways that were impossible before joining and ascending to my inner circle. Barry Punch, namaste to you and blessings. Now, what we do have, though, tonight still is we do have time we've got some calls to take. We got some work to do. We got a little bit of a late start tonight, so we're going to push it to about 11:30. And that means we got time. So the line is now open, 708-240-8953. We're talking about repression. 1, 2, 3, let's repress. Let's dilate the self and reality, not so that we may fix anything outside of us, so that we may unlock the power within. Let us dilate the self and reality so that we may see the natural dilations. The path will unfurl itself as we dilate this situation. Now, we've heard from more advanced. Oh, hold on. I'll do it for you. Caller, one moment. I have to do a quick psychic emergency, okay?
Oh, of course.
I'll do it for you, Nindy. I got you, Nindy. Do. Funny because it's small.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Nindinu to issue a psychic emergency. Airs a little ditty from the community of devoted light. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Guru, happy birthday to you. Repeat. Airs a little ditty from the community of devoted light. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Guru, happy birthday to you. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
All right, so psychic emergency, we got somebody kind of goofing off on the psychic emergency system, which I don't really appreciate, Nindy New. We reserve that for more serious messages. Obviously, the word emergency is in the title, Psychic Emergency National Alert System. So if you've got a joke, maybe you could there's some other route for that, because that's not really the spirit of that function. I didn't build it for that reason. I kind of feel that was disrespectful. Let's go ahead. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I could call you?
Paris, you talking for?
I'm sorry, say it again. Sorry, say it again.
Paris, like the city of France.
Your name is Paris. I could you're kind of breaking up, Paris.
Better?
Try again.
Is that a little better?
A little bit better, yeah.
Okay, maybe that'll work. So we're talking about repressing stuff, right?
Yes, sir.
I was wondering if being in a coma for a month counts as repressing that month.
Yeah, you're breaking up again. I didn't understand anything you just said.
Oh, I said, does being in a coma for a month count as repressing that month? Or would you say that's separate?
No, I don't think that counts, because you're not there to receive it, and then because the act of repression means you receive it and then shove it down, build up barriers and defenses.
Mm-hmm. But some of my feelings about the fact that it was two people who I considered friends before they assaulted me with bats and put me into a coma.
So you got they beat the shit out of you with bats.
Yeah, I just got discharged from the hospital today. I had to spend 2 days there after I woke up to make sure I wasn't dying.
You're not dying, but you're probably in rough shape, I'd imagine.
Oh, really bad. I've never been super.
It's a shame you're breaking up a little bit still, but it sounds like you're injured.
I'll try and step out.
It's all right. You're injured both physically and emotionally, it sounds like.
Oh, for sure.
So actually, weirdly enough, I think you're in a position, because this sounds absolutely horrible, not just physically primarily, but also the betrayal. To have trusted people to not beat the shit out of you with bats, that then beat the shit out of you with bats.
Yeah, especially because I was trying to do. I was doing a music video for this, and they were me.
I couldn't really understand, but did they do it for a video?
They're like a duo, like a musical duo.
Uh-huh.
And they wanted me to shoot a video, or they said they wanted me to shoot a video for them. Obviously, it was just a front to get me to be alone with them so they could assault me.
Damn. Well, I think, that's terrible, but you are in a really amazing position to repress.
Oh, for sure. I want to repress all my feelings about this. I want to.
Honestly, I think you might be onto something right there. Was that marijuana?
That was a light bong, yes, sir.
Listen, I think I haven't heard anyone mention that technique yet. We've heard, learning, just out of necessity of having an abusive family and stuff, but not just the blunt force of narcotic. So I think, is that your go-to?
Narcotics or weed? Weed.
Any kind of drugs. Do you use drugs to sort of dim reality?
I have a medical marijuana prescription.
What's that?
But I for PTSD, for specifically nightmares related to my trauma. And the I also have like the generic version of Klonopin, which is considered a drug, but that's also prescribed to me. But I don't do anything that's unprescribed to me. My very best friend died of fentanyl, of a fentanyl overdose.
Yep.
And that's actually the reason for which me getting jumped even happened. Was I've been trying to get the person who sold my friend the fentanyl to get charged with manslaughter since it happened. And giving evidence to the police and everything I can do to help them.
Sure.
Which, you know, some people would say that's a rat, but at the end of the day, fentanyl has no, like, it's not like another drug. It's not like ecstasy or any other drug. You know what I mean? There's no positives to it.
Right.
Especially when the person doesn't even do it. They just sell it to people and ruin my fucking, like, community. You know?
Did he cut it with fentanyl?
Yeah. It was supposedly a Percocet, and
that's different.
It was just straight fentanyl.
Fentanyl's very different from Percocet.
Yeah, he killed literally my best friend, like the only person who I was able to talk honestly about my emotions with in my life, besides like girlfriends and stuff, but that's kind of different.
Well, now that you found here, you can add this to the list. We'll give you the
tools.
tools.
Well, yeah, actually, I do like calling into the program. I mean, I called before I got into a coma. I called into the program. I thought it was a good call. And now that
yes, I remember your voice.
Yes, maybe my name Paris is not a common name.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
So yeah, I one of the first things I thought about doing was when my phone popped up and it said Leslie Tanner is live. I was like, you know what? Let me call in.
And you made the right decision. Because we're giving you a very interesting, a very important tool. Especially, I think it's especially applicable to your life right now, given how bad it is.
Yeah, it definitely took a big left turn for the worse.
Oh yeah.
Things were going well, I felt like, before that. Like, since my friend had died, obviously things were bad. And then it felt like things were starting to improve again, and then I got into a coma. So this is my first day out of the hospital. They observed me for 2 days after the coma just to make sure I didn't slip back into it. And so I just got home from the hospital after, like, they took another MRI on me finally, and they discovered my brain stopped bleeding. So they said I could go home.
Namaste. Namaste to that.
Namaste. Yeah, I had a severe brain bleed, apparently. I don't even know what that means, but they said it was like a stroke, and that's why I was comaed out.
Well, listen, I think one interesting thing about the position you're in, right? Because that it was going good before. Then to recap our conversation so far, in case anyone just joined us, your friend died of an overdose. You've been busy trying to get this the guy who sold it, who cut the Percocet with fentanyl, try to get him in trouble legally. Then you got tricked by these two rascals who thought you were making a video with, and then they nearly beat you to death with hammers, or not hammers, with bats.
Yeah, if they I think tried. Apparently, according to the police, they tried to beat me to death because they both got charged with assault with a deadly weapon and attempted manslaughter. Because apparently I was outside when getting assaulted, and the neighbors of him saved me. If it wasn't for the goodwill of strangers, I probably would not be able to call in at all.
So this was a yard. This wasn't even like out in the forest in the middle of nowhere.
Well, it started in his garage. So basically what happened was I was filming a video for one of the two kids that ended up assaulting me. The second kid was a person who I used to do a lot of stuff for and has fucked me over numerous times, and I don't like them, and I would have never associated with them. But after finishing shooting the video, we got to his house with the impression that I was going to edit the video. Mm-hmm. But when I walked in the house, the other kid was there, who I don't like, who I have a problem with already. And I said, yo, take me home. And then they didn't. They just started swinging.
So at this juncture, you're out of the hospital. You're sort of, you're asking yourself, okay, what's going to happen next? Good or bad?
Well, I will say that the police called me when I was in the hospital over the last couple of days.
Uh-huh.
And so I did, apparently, when I was conscious, I don't remember this, but when I was talking to them, I said I wanted to press charges against these people, which obviously,
yeah.
But because of that, they as soon as I woke up, they wanted to talk to me and get my statements and everything.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
So I was able to talk to the police, and they, I mean, I know police aren't always to be trusted, but it definitely seems like they're on my side in terms of everything.
Sometimes
they said
they're on your side. They're on your side. Yeah.
They're gonna. Well, they technically charged me with a breach of peace too, because the kid's mom complained that I was yelling in the yard when really all I was yelling was help, according to the police.
You got charged
with
what?
So they're going to get that dropped. Charged with breach of peace because I was screaming help when I was getting beat with bats in the yard.
Well, yeah, hopefully that gets struck. So this is kind of...
but the police did tell me that they're going to go out of their way to make sure that charge gets dropped. Mm-hmm. And I told them that I'm planning on suing and whatnot. And they said that they would be happy to make a statement in my favor.
Wonderful. That's wonderful news.
Because I talked to my lawyer like right after too. And I mean, I'm a little bit like, in some ways this is a blessing because like, none of this, like I was doing this on my own, like vigilante justice stuff, and I've had some problems with the court in the past, but my lawyer said that this is going to get like everything thrown out and more because of how cooperative I'm being and whatnot. And especially because I took down two people who had, like, one of the people who got arrested that day had cocaine cut with fentanyl in their pocket. So.
Damn. Well, listen, I don't mean this as to sound like a broken record, but listen, your situation right now could not be better geared and primed for repressive techniques. Now,
that is true, but I will say the only thing I'm a little bit afraid of is both the police and my lawyer told me to watch out for retaliation from those fentanyl dealers I'm going after.
Well, again, and once again, let's add that, put that in the shopping cart. You know what I mean? Repression is your friend right now. Now, in order to get through your town, through your day-to-day, putting your life back together after your hospital stint, being beat nearly to death with baseball bats, like, repression is your friend. To be reminded of that danger of these fentanyl deals every couple seconds, that's not going to be in your favor. What's going to be in your favor is to brutally and indiscriminately repress those things.
Yeah.
And one thing that makes me happy that you've already said, sort of mentioned, is that you mentioned a blessing. Now, nothing, not one thing that you have shared tonight, Paris, Now, one thing that you shared tonight could be even remotely called a blessing.
Well, I'll say that, you know, the person who was hiring me for the music video was someone who I considered myself to be close to up until this point. And they showed me their true colors. And
see, there we go. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Looking for blessings while getting nearly beat to death. My son, you are repressing right now. I love this.
I guess I am without even knowing it.
You absolutely are. This is beautiful. You could not ask for a more, you know, unpolluted, clean-cut, pure from the source example. No fentanyl in this repression. This is the pure, uncut shit. Everybody's walking out of this.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. I knew that there'd be... Honestly, this is amazing. This is amazing. Paris,
when you really think about it, like, for the people who intentionally do fentanyl, obviously I'm not talking about people like a friend who get it from people who are just liars. When you look at people who intentionally do fentanyl and get themselves in that situation, it's because they can't properly repress their emotions and whatnot.
Right.
I think I mean, again, this is going to be a weird thing to say I'm blessed about, but like I'm sort of blessed to have PTSD in some way because like going through sexual trauma as a young kid, you don't. I feel like you know I almost would have rather been murdered at the time.
Sure.
So like I feel like I can go through anything now and be fine.
100%. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Using the one of the worst traumas a human being can experience, using that as a repressive tool. I love that. I love what we're talking about right now. You know, a lot of, you talk to a therapist, they look at these repressive techniques, they say that's not good. They say we need to work on that. They say we need to unpack that. But what I'm telling you right now is you're using this in a very carefully repressed situation, and I think it's working wonders for you. You're going to walk around town. You're not going to think about...
Agree. Like, I was just going to say, like, I've gone to regular therapy in my life and all that, and they always do, like, they want to unpack it. They want to be like, oh, you can't repress it. You can't do this, that, third. And it always makes me end up feeling worse when I walk out of it.
Yep. Imagine that, right? You go to get help from somebody and they make you feel worse.
Yeah. And they just say like, oh, you're just depressed. You're just fucking, you have PTSD, you have this, you have that. Go take medication and get on with it. But
I know. I wish they'd just call you like you sad, weird retard. Get out of here. Write to me, P.O. Box Leslie Tanner, 47621, Chicago, Illinois, 60647. What was that?
That's really what it feels like they say. Oh, no, I was just going to say that's what it feels like they say.
I know,
like,
exactly.
Sad,
that's why they're a bunch of jackals, clowns, and rapists. I'm telling you right now, my colleagues don't have no idea what they're talking about the vast majority of the time.
There's some, but yeah, most of them are bad.
But few and far between. Let's be honest with ourselves. They are not a bright bunch. Therapists in general. If you are listening to right now, if you're in the chat right now and you are a counselor and you are hearing me, I am talking about you. Namaste. Listen, Paris, you've given us so much.
Also that,
what was that?
Let me just say one thing.
Okay.
I feel like it is not the fault of the counselor and the therapist because they get taught intentionally in an
You're breaking up again.
Way. I get taught intentionally in an ass-backward way. It's like they never get taught the proper way to actually help people. Do you know what I mean? Or am I still breaking up?
Say that one more time. I couldn't hear you.
I said therapists and clinicians and all these people, they have your best interest in their heart, but they've been taught all these techniques that don't actually work.
Right. And they do those things instead of like talking to you.
And
right?
they do those things instead of actually like personalizing your care and like trying to make it like suited to you.
Right.
Because I'm sure some people are better from not repressing stuff, but some people like it makes them stronger to be like, yo, that made me more powerful, you know?
Mm-hmm. Listen, couldn't agree with you more. This has been an amazing conversation, Paris. Truly, I genuinely appreciate you tuning in and giving us a call tonight, especially
It's not an Illinois call. It's a fucking Connecticut call. Get out of here, fucker. Sorry, that was to the chat.
Listen, you sound like you're from a town that if you've been to this one town, you've been to about 10,000 fucking towns in the middle of the United States. It is not special.
Connecticut's on the coast. I'm an East Coast guy. I went to school in New York City. I live in a small city in Connecticut, but
it sounds just like a small town in Ohio, in Indiana, in the Rust Belt.
But at least it's on the water. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, you got water, sure, but getting beat to nearly to death with baseball bats by some fucking retards with fentanyl on them.
Yeah, I'm planning on.
Sounds like my hometown.
I'm planning on moving for sure.
Namaste. Well, listen, can I ask you, based on your experience, would you say that the program works?
Oh, of course the program. I mean, how is someone going to come straight out of a coma right back to the program if the program doesn't work? I might be your most powerful testimonial yet.
Let's leave it right there. Paris, thank you so much for calling us tonight.
Absolutely.
Namaste to you.
Love you, Leslie.
Love you too. Namaste to you, Paris. You rest. Rest and repress. Wonderful. It works. Listen, how many more examples like this do you need to see? Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Leslie, it's Borealis.
Borealis, welcome back to the program. How are you doing tonight, Borealis?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing great. We just spoke to a caller who called us as soon as they got out of a coma.
What?
Did you just listen to that last call?
I didn't catch all of that last one. I've been kind of getting home from work.
Okay, so
I got you. Some of you in the car.
He got hired to do like a video gig to help these people, and they tried to beat him to death with baseball bats. He spent 2 months in a coma, got out of the hospital. Who did he call? Explorations with Leslie Tanner. The program works.
It does, yeah. I mean, that you didn't even have to say anything right there. It just says it all, right?
I know, exactly. And also, could you ask for a better example of someone who is primed to use the power of repression in their lives to unlock the next level in their life. He's sitting there out of the hospital, hobbled, injured, disoriented, having lost time, having to deal with legal battles. Maybe someone else is going to try to hurt him. Guess what? Repress all of that. Say no. And he's doing it already. He started calling stuff a blessing, Borealis. He said, there's a weird blessing about getting beat nearly to death with baseball bats. And I was like, even right there, I know this is practically a Jedi of repression. Love that stuff.
Absolutely. Well, I was calling about the topic tonight. I think I learned from the best. My mother, there's nobody better than her at repressing and retelling the story kind of in her mind, the way things work. So from a very young age, I didn't find out till adulthood really kind of how much that colored different things. You realize, well, I'll give you an example. How about when I was a kid, we had some kittens, and the kittens disappeared. And I asked my mom what happened to them, and she's like, "Oh, they ran away to have babies." And wasn't until I was like 25 talking about childhood pets with some friend of mine, and I was like, "Oh yeah, they ran away to have babies." And when it came out of my mouth, I was like, "That's ridiculous." Yeah, they get hit by a car. Like totally. Like I just knew it then, and I'm like, "Well, damn," And I confronted my mom about it, and she actually wouldn't even come clean. But I knew, right? So I was like, "Well, maybe she's onto something." Sometimes you don't like to think that your parents ever know anything, but sometimes they do. And I thought, well, let's give that a shot. So Then throughout my life, then I've tried to kind of work it through. I switched schools a lot. Growing up as a kid, I switched schools 11 times from K through 12. So,
Damn.
It sounds like a disadvantage, but then, you can turn things into an advantage and be like, oh, that school that I was at where I was getting picked on for 6 months, I'm in a new school now. They don't even really know what my name is. Like, all they know is whatever the fuck I tell them, right? So, so there you go. I'm like it could be a different person at this thing. I switched so many times, I could just try different things out. But you can just make up the past. So if something happened that was you didn't like you just forget about it. So I mean, one of the further skills I'd say, is repression. Where like there's instances there where you realize, for some reason it gets brought up in your face. Somebody that was there, they think they know better about what really happened. So you gotta be ready for that to happen. But I think, number one, narcissism helps a lot. But 'cause if you can convince yourself that something's true, then then it is. So it doesn't matter what the hell anybody else thinks. And practice makes perfect as far as that goes. So
yeah, certainly practice makes perfect, and that's not a gratifying answer to everyone. I'm sure somebody who wants to get involved, on the ground level, put it in place in their life, make it work wonders, the wonders that they see on the callers right now, they might be wondering, how do I repress to the level of, let's say, a Genomatic, of a Paris, of a Cherish, of a Borealis? How do I do that? Well, you can't build Rome in a day. It truly is one foot in front of the other, as Borealis just shared. There's no shortcuts to learning this. Unless you really want to test it, you could put yourself into, there are some traumas that are so massive and so undermining to the mind that it's really a sink or swim. But the thing is, you might sink. You might just die. You might just, you might take yourself out later on. You might not have been resilient, and you might have needed to build up to that. You can't box Mike Tyson your first sparring session. If somebody out there is looking to get molested or looking to be, sort of kidnapped and held for ransom for, a couple months, I would say work your way up to that. Don't one foot in front of the other. Accept it.
So yeah, you don't want to start there at something, high level like that.
Yeah, exactly. Because Lord knows there's a lot of eager beavers here in this chat, and they're thinking, yeah, I'd love to use repression. I'm gonna go out and get assaulted. I'm gonna go get myself assaulted tonight to make sure I can use this muscle. That's not, it might not work out for you. The self must be able to handle it in order to repress.
It's the slow everyday practice of it, really. I mean, practice by repressing things for no reason, and see how far that gets you. It doesn't have to be something traumatic for you to just, decide like, hey, that didn't happen.
It could be frivolous. Right? Yes, it could be
completely.
That a person that you don't like did something nice to you, but you would rather continue to not like that person. Repress, saying no. Listen to your heart. Your heart will show you the way. Repress small petty things if you need to start off, baby steps.
Yeah, definitely.
I would say
I liked your guest that was on tonight. He seemed to really have benefited a lot from the program. I caught a little bit of him earlier after play practice.
He did. He's benefited a lot. He's come a long way. We're all proud of him.
Yeah?
Yeah, Civic TV, we're all proud of him here. He's putting on quite a show over on his stream and really really blossomed, so to speak, because of the program primarily. We've been able to, kind of foster his talent and the talent of some other streamers here.
Mm-hmm. Well, Leslie, I just wanted to check in on you, and I don't know if any of that was useful at all. I'm kind of in the process now of having to revisit some of my my repressed memories. I'm after all of these years trying to go back to school and finish my degree. So I'm looking at these. I'm looking at all these old transcripts, going, "What the hell happened here?" Like, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, probably was dropping a lot of acid or whatever, that semester.
Right.
I don't know.
School is definitely a gnarly one, and you'll have to navigate. That's really going to test your ability to open up the lid, for a second, and then close that down and latch it down real hard without letting it seep out.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's we'll talk to you next time about this school situation. That sounds really really fun. That doesn't sound fun. I'm going to take that back. That does not sound fun. But
it's going to be an interesting ride. That's all I can say about that.
No. That's what I believe that, and I'm the journey. I'm excited to get into that journey with you, Borealis. I want to. Well, listen. I thank you for calling. Thank you for calling and checking in, even if at this late hour of the night.
Sure, I'm glad you're still on. I'm glad I caught you. We missed you terribly on Tuesday night. So
I know.
You're on again. You're on this Saturday though.
Yes, this Saturday. Saturday
Awesome.
at normal time, 8 p.m.
Excellent. Well, I'll catch y'all in Discord between now and then, and shout out to my homies in the community of Devoted Light.
Yes,
and
indeed.
All right, I'll catch y'all soon. Namaste.
Namaste, Borealis. Have a wonderful evening.
All right. You too. Good night.
Namaste. You gotta say namaste, but whatever. Namaste. I know Tuesday was sad, but we're back at it. We're certainly back at it, aren't we? I had to postpone. I have to finish some things mainly for the community of Devoted Light. I spend a lot of time for my materials for my inner circle at the community of Devoted Light at patreon.com. Monthly postcard, videos. I just went to the studio last week to film some videos. Namaste, caller. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. What's something I can call you tonight?
It's Wiki River. Hey there, Guru.
Namaste to you, Wiki. Listen, everybody, you can feel free to write to me, Leslie Tanner, P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois 60647. Look to me for advice. Send me a gift. Send me a little drawing. Send me anything. I will open and read it live on air. I love getting mail from you guys. I absolutely love it. I've gotten so many nice things these past couple weeks. It's kind of been overwhelming. But listen, Wiki, it's great to speak to you. I'm so glad that you found time to share with us tonight. You're going to be our final caller for the night. How you doing?
Oh, wow. Oh, wow, wowie. That's a very nice thing you're going to let me do to be the final caller. Because I want to give you some props that, you're in your proper place now, Guru. They tried to hold you back. They tried to repress you in this show, and now you're a partner. Take that in the bank and put it in your back pocket, and take it on Sunday morning and put it in the church plate, and they're going to get you an ice cream sundae.
Namaste to that. Namaste to all that stuff that you just said. They absolutely. There's, there was at least, a small cabal with a certain amount of influence. Namaste to JLR Gaming. Thank you so much for the raid, JLR. Blessings to you. Welcome, Raiders, to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the personal power program with which we explore the universe, both inside and out, to unlock and unleash the true power within. Blessings to you guys. It's great to be with you. It's great to have you. Blessings. How was that stream over there, JLR? How was the end of it? Was it good? Was it bad? Did you guys end on a sour note? Anybody say a slur or something like that? And everybody's like, ew. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it happens. Now, Wiki, yes, there was a small cabal within Twitch.tv that they want to see us erased. They resent the light, the power that we're developing, and a male affirmation. Sandals are just as good. Fuck it. Let's do one more. Let's do one more male affirmation. Just in case. Just in case. Thank you so much for those bits. I really appreciate those bits. Bless you. That was from JLar, as a matter of fact. Thank you so much, JLar. Let's give another one for JLar. The snow can be cold, but is anything truly colder than the isolation of a mediocre loser? No. Go lay in the snow, pussy. That was for men. That was for men. I love being a man, so I love doing male affirmations.
That was the deep one there.
I could do that all night.
That was the deep one, Coach.
I could do that all night. Yeah. So, listen, Wiki. Yes, they tried to destroy us, but then even they had to admit inside the HQ that it can't be denied. The light can only be stifled for so long before it demands attention. It demands its respect and honor. And that's exactly what's happening. Massive win for us and the community.
Oh, you done made that part in the program, or whatever they call that. But you should have been there in the first place, Guru. There should have never been any kind of cabal. Well,
of course that's true, Wiki. Of course that's true. However, you can't always control the unfair, the chaos of the universe around us. Of course, this is a tenet of explorations. This is a fundamental edict. The chaos around us cannot be controlled. We must relax into it. So part of me, to be honest with you, when we received that suspension in the middle of our stream, they broke in here and closed us in the middle of the stream. Part of me relaxed. Part of me relaxed into it. I said, "There's the enemy." I said, "There's the one that's trying to kill me. There's the natural chaos of this universe."
Yeah, some chaos mongers. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They were mongering up that chaos all around, like a heated little army, and it felt good. It felt good to finally see the skin come off. We got to see who they was. We brought all that funky bad little infection to the top, and we got to see it in the eyeball. We got to look at it face to face. I love you people.
We got to see the glassy eyes poke out for but a moment there, and what a gift it was. Now, Wiki, we're talking about repression tonight, and I kind of do want to take you to task a little bit. What is there? When I say this phrase, 1, 2, 3, let's repress. When I say that to you, what exactly comes to mind, Wiki?
Well, repression reminds me of compression.
Okay, super.
To compress things down. And there's a guy who comes to work all the time, and he talks about all this just bullshit you don't care about, like how's the weather, where you been. And sometimes I want to choke him. I want to not repress. I want to choke. But I repress those feelings because I know they are not the right thing to do in a workplace environment. Hey, got enough sugar in your coffee? Snap, but I do not snap. It's the repression. I think there's a healthy amount of delusion we all need to have. If we're not deluded a little bit, then we would just go buck-ass crazy like a hillbilly with 2x4 in the office. Could you shut your stupid ass up? I don't want to hear about how your car wouldn't start with your battery problem. I don't care about your damn battery. Do I really care? No. I'm doing paperwork. I've got something to weld. I ain't got time to listen to you. Dewey, don't come in here again. I'm going to slap you silly. But if I said that, we have no employees. So I need that little bit of delusion. And to repress those feelings that I want to jump on him and beat him profusely, so I do not. Now, I don't know if that's the type of repression that would be necessary. But I think it's a little delusion I let myself have. Happy day, Dewey. I hope you got enough sugar in your coffee, buddy. And then I calm those feelings of anger and the burst of heat in my belly, and I go back to work. It fades. It fades.
Love that. Listen, I'm loving that because not only are you're repressing for the sake of the workplace, but repressing for the rest of Wiki. Of course, Wiki, we must work in order to make money to pay the bills. Of course, that's just an unfortunate reality of most of our lives. But outside of that, Wiki, is where your true talent lies, where your most important work is done. Now, if you were to flip out, as you said, like a hillbilly with a 2x4 in the office, your ability to write and share your music would be significantly hampered.
Oh, I would probably be in jail.
Yes.
I mean, it's just it'd be a sorry sight. I'd be in the chains. I'd be in the chains down there with the orange jumpsuit, you know.
You wouldn't be able to rehearse. You wouldn't be able to pick at a guitar. You wouldn't, you'd be maybe composing stuff like a little Mozart, or something in your head, and just trying to remember everything you write or something like that, some nonsense. But maybe that doesn't even happen. I'm just saying you need to repress at times.
Yeah, delusion. I need that delusion that I'm going to be okay.
Indeed, a delusion.
Yeah, delusion of repression. To repress those feelings. I'm happy. Everything's okay. Hope you got enough sugar in your coffee too, there, Dewey. But, I don't want to eat shit on the sheet, go in a jailhouse in the morning, and then go out and dig ditches or nothing like that. So I know I need to repress those feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the type of repression sometimes we got to have. Yeah, I think so.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point, WikiWiva. I think you're on to something really, really, not quite as, pronounced as some of the other like crazy people that have called up tonight. We've had a lot of nuts call in and share their sad, battered lives and how they use repression. Is it impressive? Of course it is. But is it ultimately going to be relatable in case there's anyone that's kind of normal watching the stream? No, it's not. There's probably some normal people that were watching all that being like, Jesus Christ, what the hell is this lady going on about? So I think what you just shared is a little something for them, a little something for, maybe they didn't completely lose the lottery of life, and how can they use repression? Because I think what you just shared is something that we can all put in place in our lives, even tomorrow when we get up and go to work. Do we beat that person to death? Maybe not.
Yeah, that would not be a good idea for civilization.
I think so.
Not at all. If we're going to build a healthy civilization, we don't need that kind of 2x4 hillbilly badness in the office. No, even though you like to sometime, in your mind you see yourself going crazy like a windmill with that 2x4,
right.
But you don't do that. No. Mm-mm.
Wow. Well, Wiki, amazing call, as usual. Very generous of you to call in, especially so late. So thank you so much for calling and sharing so much with us. As normally, I feel like a broken record, but I got to ask you, because it's such a treat for us when we get to hear it. Normally you're so generous with it, so why not ask? Do you possibly have a song that you could share and kind of send us off for the night with a musical offering?
Oh, I sure could, Guru. I got a song. I wrote it after I heard about so-called demise. I was very angry, and I took the anger out, and I wrote a song, and it's called From Embers. From Embers.
I love this.
It's about a comeback, from embers to, well, you see where you're sitting at now, Big Guru. You know where you're at, Big Dog. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Listen, Wiki, I you're going to send us off tonight, so I just want to say a little something to send everyone off, and as you lull us into the raid I'm about to start in a moment. But listen, guys, we'll be back Saturday at 8 as Wiki closes us out. Saturday at 8, Central Time, back with a brand new exploration. The community devoted light, patreon.com, all the other stuff below. Join the Discord potentially if you'd like to keep up with the community, seeking help and guidance in between the streams. Namaste to you. But for now, Wiki, I'm going to go ahead and pause the music on my end. I'm going to pause the music. Where there's the music went away because somebody did a button. Please be offended, hit a button. One moment. And what's the name of this song, Wiki?
It's called From Embers. From Embers.
From Embers.
From Embers.
Stop hitting buttons. Stop it. Stop. Don't do that anymore. Stop that. Hold on. You gotta stop hitting the buttons for a minute. Okay. Now, listen, I paused the music on my end. This background will change in just a moment. Go ahead whenever you're ready, Wiki. Namaste to you.
Yes, it goes a little something like this. It's called Farm Embers. It goes wah 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 boom 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 wah wah wah. Oh, how wabbles gather so quietly, voices like smoke and mass on tightly. How they smear your name and tear it down. They want to lock you in a box 6 underground. Can't you see the writing on the wall? Plotting your destruction, they want it all. A breakdown, boom, 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 from embers, boom, 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 boom. Our anthem brings a light, unspoken, boom, 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 boom. It tears through the darkest night, boom, 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 from embers, boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, voices was free and free. Boom, 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 a symphony of defiance. Boom, 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 rewriting history. Boom, 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 wugga wah, doom, doom, down, doom, down, down, doom, doom, down, 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 doom, doom, down. That's a first buzz.
Wow. Wiki Wibba, guys, put your hands together in the chat for Wiki Wibba. That was amazing. Amazing. Very strong riffs and blessings to you, all right? Thank you so much for calling.
Blessing to you guys. Namaste, namaste.
Namaste.
I love you guys. Y'all have a great night.
Love you, Wiki. Let's go raid.
I love you too.
Let's go raid Miko, guys. Let's go raid Miko. It's been a while since I watched one of her streams. She's always doing very cool, inspirational shit. I'll see you guys Saturday. Blessings.
Yes, yes. That's the spirit. Now let's see if we can't get a good one.
So tell me, what is your least favorite fart? Least favorite fart?
Well, that's a difficult decision. But I think my least favourite fart is the farter O'Malley.
Wait, I thought that was your favorite.
Oh, no, no, no. My apologies for the confusion. My favourite fart is the farter O'Malley, but my least favourite fart is
What's
the farter
up, Raiders?
O'Malley.
I just raided someone and closed the stop the stream. Namaste to you. Blessings to you, Raiders.
Oh, my dear,
you guys
you're
want
not
to raid what I
understanding.
just raided?
The farter O'Malley is both
Let's
my
get this
favourite and
going.
least favourite
Let's
fart.
keep the train rolling.
It's a
Weird
complex
Paul,
and
thank
nuanced
you so
fart,
much
you
for the
see.
raid. Blessings to you.
Wait, please explain how that works.
Please, blessings to you. I think the
yes,
very
yes.
second
The farter...
you raided, I raided Code Miko.
You're doing it again.
Yeah, let's go.
Stop that.
I'm sorry. Please explain please explain. Just go back to what you were saying.
She's doing AI speed dating with
Fine.
AI.
As I was saying, the
characters.
farter O'Malley is a complex and nuanced fart.
Love you guys.
It's both refined and elegant, yet also brutish and unrefined. It's a fart that defies categorization, a true mystery of the digestive system.
I see.
And have you ever heard of the farthogram?